Hello, everyone. How's it going? I voted today. I don't know if you can see that on my forehead, but we voted in the local election, Marin. Gavin Newsom,
Yes, well,
the
the recall
recall,
election.
The recall, statewide.
statewide. So I voted obviously to not recall Gavin Newsom. Anyway, hi, welcome to the Phoenix.
Buying into power grabs today.
I just thought I'd acknowledge that since it's right on my head and I forgot that it was there.
And the deadline is 2 days from now. So if you're in California, make sure you can't mail your ballot in. You gotta drop it off at a ballot box or at a voting location. So make sure you do that if you're in California, please.
Very important. Very important right off the bat.
Yeah.
But welcome to the stream. I'm Martin. You might know me as Little Karibo. We're going to be playing some Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. And we're obviously at a bit of we came to a massive cliffhanger right at the end there. And I'm very excited to see where it goes. But before we do jump into that, I want to thank people for following in the last 12 hours or so. Listless T, Zianta _ Reich Xavi, or Reich X Avi, Tomacho Zero, yes, it's yes sir, thank you for follows, and Stolas, thank you for hosting. Not too many follow messages just because I streamed yesterday, so yeah, we've basically covered them there. We do plan to go on to the rest of the series when we finish this Kobe Morris. Yes, absolutely. We're going to be doing investigations next, and then after the 2 investigations games, we're going to be doing Apollo Justice and so on.
I'm
but
so
it's
excited for Apollo Justice.
God, me too.
It's not just
I'm surprisingly excited.
It's not just me, though. We're also joined by our co-hosts. First off, the fantastic performer and writer and just non-binary icon themselves, Marin Miller. Hi, Marin.
Hello, Mr. Bellany. It is I, Marin Miller. For those of you who tuned in to Soupy and I stream on Friday, we were playing Beyond Eden, which is like a strange Otome game. We're getting to the bottom of some interesting family drama. But if you were tuning in then, you would have heard that Friday was the date that the new selection of Pokemon Pokemon Master Journeys dropped on Netflix, and I am Opal, the old lady gym leader with the amazing fucking Galarian wheezing.
The fucking Galarian wheezing.
I'm so excited. Galarian Weezing's my favorite just because he's so dapper and he looks like I could smoke out of him. So I can't wait. I can't wait for to come back. If she comes back, I'm sure she probably will. I don't know. I have no idea what's in store for Pokemon, but yeah, so I'm really excited to be Opal because, like I said, she's my favorite Pokemon and she's kind of a troll.
She's my
so
favorite Pokemon.
She's got my favorite Pokemon. But I'm in episode 7. And also my gay update is that I wrote my first porn. Yay!
Yay!
A beautiful threesome because I was like, Clavier Gavin's way too hot to be with Apollo Justice. He can't. I can't do this to him. So I was like, what if Clavier Gavin and Victor Nikiforov just ran into each other in Vegas and, had some fun? And then all of a sudden Chris was there and things just sort of escalated. So I'm not going to be publishing it on my Twitter, obviously, but if there is interest, I might share. I might share like elsewhere. So
that's what you need to make your alt Twitter.
Yeah,
honestly,
Twitter.
I think it's just a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb. I definitely just need
18 plus social media.
I need an 18 plus Twitter for sure, because I also want to write about my trans experience, and like I just don't feel like Darren Korb wants to read about my dick, or there's a lot of people I just don't think want to hear about.
You don't
my
know
dick.
that.
It's true. I guess I didn't ask. But I don't want to.
Put up a Twitter poll.
I'm good.
Need to put up a Twitter poll to gauge interest.
Yes. Excuse me, sir. No.
Please vote in my poll, guys. Are you interested?
Do you want to hear? Anyway,
what was it? The bloody spray that Gumshoe got?
Lumenthal. Is that what we're calling testosterone now?
Yes.
Oh, another gay update. I'm doubling my tea dosage. Ooh,
Yay!
very exciting. So I might have more changes 2 whole teas, doubling it. So I might and over the course of the next few months, I don't know what's going to happen. Voice may change. It's already changed a tiny bit. Voice may change. Definitely have more facial hair. God damn. Don't like that.
Relatable.
Yeah. But anyway, that's my exciting news.
Tea. All right, and we're also joined by the fantastic friend and Phoenix Wright aficionado, Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi, hope everybody's doing well today. Super excited because this is, I think, the gayest part of the investigation. So I'm excited. I mean, not where we're in right now, but like this whole half.
Yes. Yeah. So they're going to be thinking about that man.
That man.
Yes. Always.
So Straw Hat.
Right, because we just had the earthquake too.
Yes.
That's right. I forgot. So Straw Hat, I have a sticker on my head as I explained at the top of the stream. I know you just missed it, but I voted in the statewide recall vote, not to recall Governor Gavin Newsom. So that's why, and I'm just wearing it on my head. And we're talking about the poll as to whether you want to hear about Marin's penis. And I'm guessing, Sir Straw Hat,
on their main Twitter.
On their main Twitter,
which is not. There's no poll. God.
No, not yet.
It was a joke.
For it.
It's not a real poll.
But seriously, if you do live in California, make sure you vote in the recall election and vote no, because we're going to have another election soon for the governor. There's no point in ripping him out for like a few months or a year.
You guys' I voted stickers are a lot nicer looking than ours.
They're pretty pimp.
Yeah, the ones here are a little boring.
Yeah.
Ryu Karika, thank you for the 50 bits. Can't stay today because it's my firstborn child's birthday party today. Can I get a shout out to 14-year-old Cairo? They're non-binary. Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday, Cairo.
Happy birthday, Cairo.
Happy birthday.
Enriqueos, there's nothing great about Newsom. I don't like him, and I voted for him originally. But that being said, ripping him out at the end of his term and installing someone else who could be like fucking Caitlyn Jenner. Like, the thing about the election is, and I only talk about this not to make this political, but to kind of illustrate the numbers, is that if so few people vote in these elections, like maybe less than 20%, I feel like, vote in these, I think is the number, vote in these elections. And a lot of those people are kind of older people who tend to lean on the conservative side, which isn't a problem, but it just means that the other half is not as present for these elections. So those people tend to control these elections, which means that in this scenario, we could have a governor that's voted in by literally less than 20% of the population. Because if, like, let's say 51% vote to recall Gavin Newsom and 49% vote not to recall Gavin Newsom, then the 51%, even if more people were to like write in Gavin Newsom's name, he cannot stay in office. So I personally just don't like the idea of such a tiny amount of California's population having that much power over the rest of us, because, they make it so, I don't know. And I'm not going to get into the long and short of it. I want everyone's opinion to be heard. And personally, I think that disrupting what we have now when we're already in the midst of such a chaotic situation is just not a great idea.
And I just really don't want a Republican there.
That too. I don't want Caitlyn Jenner. I don't want Larry Elder. I don't want any of that. So they're not the candidates that are on the other side are not good or qualified. So
But let's not dwell too much on this because we have a lot to talk about regarding.
Like I said, I just wanted to talk about the numbers. That's all.
Certainly. And I don't want to impede that. But we are in the midst of a very intense Phoenix Wright case where there's so much to cover. But essentially, there's a shrine in the mountains where Maya wanted to go train, do some special Kurain training, master level training, whatever it is, secret inner temple training. And so she was like, hey, Nick, let's go. And Nick was like, I'm not interested in no secret inner temple training. But hang on, that one picture of that girl there looks like a girl that I once thought that I was in a relationship with, but she was actually a crazy person who murdered people. I want to go check that out. And rather than go to the prison where she's supposed to be and check to make sure she's still there, he just traveled out to the mountains and was like snooping around. And we learned that there was a children's author called Lise Donim at this temple who was hanging out. It turns out, in a recent twist, that was it Misty Faye?
Yes.
Misty Faye.
Maya's mother,
who didn't really go out of their way to be like, oh, hey, Maya, it's me, your mum. She just sort of kept that to herself.
Yeah, she's been missing for 17 years.
Missing for 17 years. She's here. She didn't say anything. It's just like hanging out with Larry, of all people.
Yeah.
It's just kind of absurd. But, fucking... So what happens next? Somebody else take over.
Go ahead, Soup.
So the children's author got murdered.
Yes.
And then Phoenix was like, oh, the murderer could be on the other side of the bridge where Maya is. I really need to run across this burned out bridge. And then he tried. And then he fell off and he ended up in the river that mostly kills everybody who falls into it. But he miraculously survived with only a cold. But because he was out of commission, then Miles Edgeworth, our boyfriend, took over. And he defended Iris in court for one day. And now, after that, we are on the second investigation day, where we are playing as Phoenix again, but Miles is here, and he's our boyfriend.
And Phoenix has a cold.
And Phoenix has a cold, but there was just an earthquake for drama.
Yeah. And Edgeworth passed out.
Iris ran away, and now, yes.
And we're pretty...
Go ahead.
Oh, we're pretty sure that Dahlia is here, because Bikini said that they saw Iris in a temple. But then Iris was also seen at the shrine.
Yes. So we'll see.
And also, Larry drew a burning lady flying across the bridge, and that's kind of a mystery that we haven't solved. And Godot was here.
Oh, yes, Godot was here. And Godot was also missing during the first trial day, so Franziska filled in.
That's
and also Franziska's here.
Franziska's
and also
here.
Godot was a total asshole last time.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of character for him, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, totally.
Real nice guy.
Yeah.
Rowdy Kurika, thank you for the 10 bits. They really are my carbon copy, my mini-me, my better reflection, and I'm happy to have fostered a home that is comfortable and safe for both my rainbow babies. Oh, well, that's beautiful, Rowdy Kurika.
Sweet.
And thank you for the 10 bits, Derek Anthony. I wonder how long until Phoenix thinks he has to keep a leash on Maya so he knows where she has been. Oh, and Pearls. We met Pearls briefly.
Oh, yeah. Pearl was also missing for like an entire day in the snow. And somehow she's just fine.
She's fine. And then she ran off again.
Yes.
Yeah, she got mad at Franziska, right?
She got mad at Franziska, and then there's also something else going on with Pearl.
Oh, we'll okay. See. All right. Sounds like there's a lot we don't know.
Yep.
Sion402, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Martin, Marin, and Soupy. I'm seeing my nephew today, just stopping in. I'm sad I'll be missing the stream. Will it be the last of the case? It's not the last of the case, but it's the last investigation section of this case. Sion, that's an I voted sticker. I'm going to probably have to keep explaining that the way we keep explaining why Franziska has a whip in the closet.
It's okay, though. It's great that we have to keep talking about people voting, because maybe then more people will vote.
Yes.
You could just put the text under your face cam again, like the I broke my glasses.
That's true.
Remember to vote, bitches.
Let me do that. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Didn't we also find out from Bikini that Elise Donim is Maya and Mia's mom and well,
yes, we did mention that.
Yeah, we did mention that.
Mm-hmm.
And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Forget leash and just get a GPS chip at this point. Yeah, much like Franziska had with Gumshoe, there should be a beep, 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 beep thing. All right, let's see. I voted. Sorry, give me one sec while I write this down. I voted
I'll tell everyone
in the statewide election to not recall Newsom. Sorry.
Right before this happened, or right before we started the stream, Martin put a meme in one of our group chats.
Yes.
And
go on.
It is sexual in nature.
Kind of.
And I told him to send it to another friend of ours because it's a Bloodborne meme.
And I'd been talking to my parents this morning.
Yeah, so he sent it to his parents accidentally.
It happens.
That's me.
So funny.
Sending dirty memes to my parents.
I died.
That's not going to come through very well. Let me try and... What's the best way to make this stand out?
If you maybe
I
put
mean,
an
you got a lot of
enter-
room between
put
you
an
and the blue
enter-
badger.
Put enter underneath or between the and statewide.
Give me a sec.
We have a special election going on, Luffy Pirate,
Yeah.
in California.
In California, people are trying to recall the governor, and we're like, not right now during COVID, please.
Yeah,
There we go. How about that?
Yeah.
much better.
Just to stop people asking. That's the only reason I'm putting it there. Okay. All right, so...
Little Kuribo making political statements.
Yeah.
boy.
I don't like that it's huge and it's going to be there for the whole time, but...
Political common sense
I
statements.
could just take the sticker off. But...
No.
I mean, you could just say the sticker on my forehead is an I voted sticker.
No.
There you go.
No.
Okay.
No. We must do for the greater good.
Am I throwing in a CA there as well? Okay. To not recall the statewide election...
The CA. Voted in the CA statewide election. There you go.
So much. This is so much prep for the... Okay. No, that doesn't work because now it's an elect.
It's okay.
Now it's an elect.
You could put the CA after
yeah,
the.
Yeah, exactly. Put it on the first row.
What? Oh, yeah.
Martin is a graphic designer.
I'm not.
A hype train is close.
There we
Whoa.
go. Oh,
Guys, you know what
Scapegoat.
happens. Level 5.
You've
They
got a great
kiss.
butt.
Scapegoat,
They
thank
do
you
have
so
that.
much for resubscribing for 8 months, and best of luck. I don't know if you started unlocking your, solving your Millennium Puzzle, but best of luck with that. I know that's going to be a tough task, and I hope that you defeat all the other people trying to solve the puzzle. I voted in CA to not recall Newsom.
No, stop changing
Oh.
it. We're moving on.
Okay, we're moving on. Shall we just start the game?
Yes.
All right. Thanks once again, Scapegoat. All right, February 9th, Inner Temple Training Hall.
It's him, our boyfriend.
Our boy.
I forgot for a moment. Right. Is this what Godot was talking about?
Yeah, the trick locks.
The psycho locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
Armon, thank you for the 10 bits. Martin, how dare you state your opinion on this political thing? Ignore that everyone has one and talking about it is perfectly fine, just like any other opinion might have. Well, thank you, Armon. And Mikan Pachi, thank you for the 100 bits. Did I hear Hype Train? You did hear. We're getting close.
Go on.
Hype train. What?
During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here.
So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes. If only I was stronger.
Edgeworth?
And I could just rip the locks apart.
Yeah, he wasn't even talking about passing out.
Yeah.
He's talking about going home.
Oh.
He wasn't even talking about emotional strength. He's just talking about his arm strength and whether or not he can just
That's what I
rip
thought he
these
meant.
locks off the door.
I've read too
Why
many
can't
comic
I-
books.
Why can't I bicep curl 200 pounds?
Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face.
Like you'll want to talk with your face all green.
Did you have to
How
open
they
an
show that
energy
they
drink
care
when you
that-
insulted me?
It's green. Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Armand,
Both
thanks.
of you, go outside and get a grip on each other.
Armand, thanks for the 10 bits. Next game, Edgeworth is buff as fuck.
Well, he is running around doing all
Yeah.
that investigating.
Oh, that's yeah.
with his 2 legs that we can see. I dribbled energy drink when I said that, just so you know how attractive I am.
That's how low the Ace Attorney fandom standards are.
Oh my god, yeah.
These bitches got legs?
Yeah, no, I mean, like, if I had seen an ass that flat when I saw Ryunosuke's ass anywhere else, I wouldn't have even blinked. But because I never saw below anyone's fucking waist in these games, suddenly my boner's the size of the fucking Empire State Building.
You take what you can get, you know?
Take it and take it and take it. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly...
She whipped you like 5 minutes ago.
Delayed reaction.
Yeah. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. It feels a bit weird to have Francisca helping us, certainly.
Right, yeah.
Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Edgeworth Smash turns green and rips locks off as if they were useless autopsy reports. And Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Outside of presenting incorrect evidence, I think this is the only time Francisca whips Edgeworth until Shu Takumi was replaced as the writer. Notable.
I miss Shu Takumi. Come back, Shu Takumi.
Sorry, I mispronounced it.
Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Edge Milesworth.
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here.
Understood.
He's a pouty little boy. Bye, Bobby. We'll see you later. Mwah, mwah, kisses. I love him.
Edgeworth. He's got so much... Huh?
My bad. Nothing. I thought that
He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden.
Does Miles Edgeworth cry that much? I don't think he does.
On his own, yeah.
I don't know.
Phoenix.
I think so.
he's just a.
Phoenix knows him better than you do, Marin.
I think he's like a disassociator. I don't know.
I do both myself.
I don't. When I cry, that's when you know shit's hitting the fan. Maybe that's just my projecting.
We are on a hype train because Erikios just gave 100 bits. Been binging both GX and your reviews again as part of the last bit of my quarantine before returning to work tomorrow. Thanks for your streams and all you do. Well, thank you, Erikios, for watching those videos, and I hope that work is easy to...
safe.
Yeah, stay safe. You take care of yourself, and I hope work treats you well. And thanks for getting us on a hype train, sir.
And if
remember, level 5, they'll kiss.
And Sprint 6864, thank you for raiding. I hope you had a good stream.
Pride is simply...
Sorry.
What?
I'm giving a shout out to Sprint 6864. They were playing Tales of Arise.
I want to... That looks so pretty.
Raviolin, thank you for following.
It looks like it's like fully CG, which I'm kind of interested in.
Now that I've seen a couple of screenshots from that game, I think it's the pro tag or something like that who has like the eye patch. He looks like Thancred.
Oh.
So of course you want to play.
I mean, I won't just because like I've never played any Tales games and I also have no
it's
time
like Final
for
Fantasy. So they're completely separated, but
it's
they
just
are long.
I only play Final Fantasy these days.
Yeah.
Right. I mean I would like to play it, but also I've barely touched Great Ace Attorney lately because I've been consumed by writing porn and yeah, that's basically it. And also I still haven't even I didn't even get a decent way through Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and like I was looking forward to that. So but I did see Griffin Puatu post a screen cap of his like redhead character with like tan skin, and my fucking Christ, he's hot. Anyway, don't mind me, just thirsting. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright.
She says one must have pride to be effective on the job, but she's lost all her cases.
I'm still proud, bitch.
She's only lost the one against Phoenix.
That's true.
I'm fucking 19.
She's a prodigy.
I've got my whole life ahead of me. You're halfway dead. How old are you? 26? God.
Amon,
Disgusting.
Amon, thanks for the 10 bits. Wait, are Marin or Soupy blind for Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2? No.
I've played the first one so far. I still haven't started the second one, but I will be doing that soon.
Yeah, we're not gonna be playing it blind. Martin will be playing it blind. Yeah, but because there's no way. I mean, I've already had a pretty big spoiler for me on Twitter, and I mean, I'm not like super upset. Although I did just get further spoiled as to that. But anyway. I'm trying to get through it so that I can actually enjoy the game.
Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. To be fair, that was only 2 cases. You have a good point.
I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles.
Hey, thanks
Ice
for the
Clouds,
super
thanks for
special
gifting
awesome
subs to
gift.
Sir Balthius, to Amika, to Random Guy Nat, to Kribozzi, and Shosni. Thank you so much for boosting that hype train.
Hey, thanks for the super special awesome gift.
I see.
so.
Well, thanks for your help.
Hey, thanks for the super special awesome
Now then,
gift.
do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Hey, thanks for
Derek
the
Anthony,
super
thank you for the 10
special
bits. I
awesome
found out some
gift.
interesting facts about early Phoenix Wright. One was that Maya was originally supposed to be a lawyer that Phoenix was supposed to train, but they changed it to the current situation. Interesting.
Hey, thanks for
Interesting.
the
Not
super
only that,
special
but like
awesome
one of the
gift.
very, very early concepts was like detective hamsters.
I forgot
You missed out on that? Hamster
Yep,
Edgeworth.
yeah, sure did. We could have had Hamtaro Edgeworth.
Little tiny cravat.
And Dustbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. They could always try to cut the chains, but I believe they mentioned that they didn't have anything to do that.
They said like if they tried, it could potentially cause the building to collapse.
Yeah.
But it's also like they just had an earthquake and that didn't happen, so
The context is
that
below
doesn't
me,
make
volcanic.
much sense.
yeah.
Maybe they need something, or maybe it's just a matter of like they can't get to town right now to get the.
Yeah, they are kind of in the
Harpers.
middle of
I don't
nowhere.
fucking know.
Girl
Shout
can do
out
it.
to Dragon Selenia, who was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And they just gave us a raid. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good stream. And Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Birthday hype. All right. It's an antique dresser.
Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright.
I think we did this, didn't we? She opens it. Yeah, we did this already.
Yes.
It's just full of old clothes, yeah.
Gordon.
She can do anything.
Prosecutors
Yeah, you
office, I
can do
whatever
anything
I
except
want.
stand up to a 9-year-old girl. All right, let's have a look at these locks. No, you're fine, Volcanic. This door. When I was here earlier, there was only one lock, but now there's 5 of them. These locks are multiplying.
Hey, thanks for the super
I
special
got
awesome
locks.
gift.
They're multiplying. Those chains. Excuse me, I'm stretching. Ah! Okay, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern.
And Vampiro, thanks for gifting a sub to Scat Flipza.
Yeah.
I've never seen locks quite like these before.
I have seen locks and chains just like these before. They look just like the ones that guard a person. We've done all these dialogue
I think so,
things.
yeah.
Flap, 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 flap,
Dark
flap.
secrets in a dark cavern. All right, let's just chat.
It's raining inside my heart, etc.
I'm raining because I'm scared for Gumshoe.
Why did you make a run for
Not
it,
Gumshoe,
Iris?
Miles. I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I didn't breathe. Ugh.
Did you guys hear the new James Bond movie is going to be almost 3 hours long?
Oh, who
Nah.
cares?
Not that
Moving
I
on.
was ever going to watch it
Moving
anyway.
on.
Although Christoph Waltz is in it, isn't he?
No guarantee of that, but
Well,
I
if he
don't
is,
know.
I might watch it because I like him. And
You get
like
3
he's-
hours of him.
Yeah, if it's 3 hours of him just like waxing poetic as Blofeld, I might be interested. But if it's just more James Bond making out with chicks and blowing shit up, I don't give a shit. That you men can have that movie over there.
Is
Oh.
it
I'll be
still
over
Daniel
here.
Craig?
it is. It's his
Yeah.
last one.
Oh.
I think he does. I think he's tired of the character. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was all right. But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door. And... Who in the world would have done something like this?
It's either Godot or Dahlia, then, I assume.
Who in the world? These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Kurain tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them.
Oh, yeah, they've got like little Magatama kind of on
Yeah.
the... Oh, yeah.
Twist it, turn it,
Bop it.
bop it. lick it. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it. And you aren't the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma.
He's so petty.
When we were here the first time, I'm going to keep saying this, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris.
Quintuple fuck you.
What?
Quintuple fuck you.
5 fuck yous?
5 fuck yous. That's
I
how many
see.
locks there are.
Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. Erikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Apparently bolt cutters don't exist in this universe. At least not in the near
It might be
area.
like a certain kind of chain that they can't cut.
Sacred
like
chains.
They would need like a jaws
Yeah.
of life. You know
Magic
what I mean?
chains.
Right, sacred chains.
This means that Iris can only open one of these locks. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
Do we have to like interrogate the door and figure out its secrets, what it's guilty
Yep.
about?
This door is a bitch. What?
Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
No, white man.
What?
Well, I just imagine like, never mind, it's fine. Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them.
Okay, get to work.
But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day?
Maya needs
You
burgers
can't just
now.
pass her food through the bars.
Yeah, where is she? Like,
Yeah.
hello? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us?
Also, he's like, a whole day? Maya's gonna be in there a whole day. She's already been there in there a whole day. Nobody
Yeah,
gave
right.
a shit.
What? What? You think this is not giving a shit?
Back then, they didn't.
What? Martin Billy.
They didn't mention her.
It was a murder. Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
Thanks for getting us on a level 2 hype train, guys. We've got to wait another day? Ugh. Jeez. The Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Maya isn't showing up because she's trying to channel a burger. Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. This whole lawyer thing. What am I supposed to do?
I know I went to school for this, but man, I'm lost.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you?
Huh?
Please, Iris, don't give me that look.
Oh, Nagashi, please.
You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. Volcanic, she'll live. She ended without food for 2 days, 2+ days in the previous game. It's true.
Yeah.
She'll be
You
fine.
guys,
She's
you're so mean.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. One more thing that bugs me about this: why are they trying not to find pearls after she ran away too? Maybe we'll take
she's
care of
fine.
that.
She's
At least
fine.
we know she's alive.
We know
Yeah.
she's running fast. But you were seen that same
Lies.
evening at the inner temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple, too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were...
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth.
Dun dun dun! 3
Cha-cha-cha.
sidewalks! Slinky!
I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Is it worth trying?
No.
I'm guessing not.
No, I think we still have a while to go before we can unlock those.
We
Could you
probably
take a
gotta
look
go
at this
talk
for
to-
me, Iris? Ow!
Locks are far more important at this moment, wouldn't you agree?
More important than Larry? Francisca?
How dare
Straight
you?
Larry.
He's my friend.
She's right.
He's my friend. He's heterosexual and he needs help.
I'm gonna have to hold off on asking her about things for now. Larry
Sorry,
is a
Mr.
thing.
Wright.
But maybe I can ask her about concepts.
All right, let's head out.
What do you think about death?
Morality.
She's like, I'm a fan. What of it?
Let's go to the garden and talk to Miles.
Oh yeah, he's crying in a corner of the garden. February 9th in a temple garden. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time.
Fucking devilish. How could I have done that?
Nia Knight, thank you for the 100 bits. Hi, Martin, Marin, and Soupy. I will be lurking today, as in most streams lately, but I'm happy to catch today's stream. I hope you're well and having a great time and a wonderful day. Absolutely, Nia Knight.
Hello.
Thank you for lurking. I hope you're doing okay yourself. Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Edgeworth?
What? He ran away. Did he pass out?
Hey! Don't you dare run away!
Oh, what a dumbass.
He's back.
What do you want, Wright?
What do I want?
I forgot that when you meet him in the prison, when he's like accused of the crime in 1-4, that he like tries to run away immediately. If you
Poor
came
little
here
baby.
he's so sad. I'm reading this fan fiction and Phoenix Wright is like, run away like you always do. And I'm like, wow, that is quite literal, isn't it?
Benton says that is bamboo in the background. Very native, obviously, to Japanifornia.
Yes. If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it.
Ha ha ha
Go on, laugh away.
ha! I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth.
He was gonna give him a hug. Oh! Can we have a kiss right now? I'm sorry.
Okay,
Can I use my executive powers to ask for a kiss?
here you go.
My delayed
Smooch.
reaction.
Yay!
Thank you for the smooch. Yeah.
You went back to the criminal affairs department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris.
Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
Interesting. I'm guessing there's nothing to examine, but I'll have a quick look at
Nah,
that bracelet. Is
that
that charm thing is still there?
Talk to him about his feelings, yeah. Show him your little butthole badge. Is that your attorney's? Sorry. Is that your attorney's badge? Interesting. I never imagined I'd see you wearing one of these, right? Oh my god, I just had a very vivid image of him like playing with the other man's collar and like getting all close and be like, let's chat. Anyway.
It's because of you that I became one, Edgeworth.
That's the noise he made.
Not that I have any regrets, I really don't. If you're trying to say thanks, you can start by saying it a bit louder.
My god, the game is coming to fruition. I was
I don't have my
laying there in
picture.
bed last night. Huh?
I don't have my picture to show him.
Show him his own picture.
Oh,
That's
show him
true.
His own picture so he can hate himself.
This is what you look like.
If you want to know how to run the perfect trial, there's a lot to study and learn.
Oh,
Evidence forgery, etc.
Oh my god.
is that
So
what you're
mean.
studying about right now?
I've sat at the prosecutor's bench for trials in 5 different countries now.
Oh.
Good for you. What a
Shit.
good boy. The first thing you must do is gain complete mastery of the language. It's quite a task.
What 5 countries did it? Japanifornia, Anglo-America,
German Italy.
And Egypt Fricka. Is that 5?
Are you implying
I
that
like that.
Africa is a
Yeah.
But it's a very
country?
Egypt-themed Africa.
Wouldn't it be like Cairo, Egypt?
And
Yeah. Well, those are both just in Egypt.
Yeah, but well, okay. How about Nairobi, Egypt?
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Antarctic land.
Antarctic, California.
Antarctic, California. That's just the same, but it's all snowy.
I don't know what I was gonna say. The first thing I did that. I said that. I mastered every language. Yo soy very good at language.
Jake, the explanation as to what's on my head is underneath my video feed. I'd never get anywhere then. It's taken me a lifetime to sort of master one language. The only language I know is asshole.
And I'm not even good at it.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 minutes. Now I have an interesting mental picture of a real-life attorney shoving his badge in client's face like Phoenix does with everyone here.
It's been more than a year since I last saw Franziska myself.
It makes me look like an idiot, Jake. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. You're a delight.
Doesn't make him look like an asshole.
You're a delight.
But it seems that she's been dying to see you again.
She really said that?
I believe she wants to eat.
No, there's
Sorry?
nothing lewd about it, Marin.
No, I don't like this sentence at all. Either of these sentences. I believe she wants to eat you for breakfast, or to put it another way, whip you silly. I don't want either of these things, literally and metaphorically. What does this mean?
Oh.
Go on, let her have her way. It would make for a great anecdote about my trip. Wow.
Forget it,
He just wants to
Edgeworth.
see him get whipped so bad.
My God.
Forget it, Edgeworth.
He's like upset that he wasn't like in court during the Mad on Guard trial. Apparently, he had become something of an apprentice to Elise Stoneham.
I remember when I was playing Shadowbringers, everybody was like, make sure you talk to Emmett Salk at these certain points of the game because you learn so much lore. And I was like, if I remember to do that, I'll do it. But this is like the Phoenix Wright equivalent of that. It's like, now that we have Edgeworth here and he's ready to gush, I want to just ask him
I'm
everything.
just going to present literally
him.
everything.
At every point that I can. I need the lore.
Yeah. We're just like, hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, Edgeworth.
Yes, something like that.
There actually is like quite a bit of lore I think Emmett Selk drops, like just in between scenes where you don't even have to talk to him.
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah.
I mean, he basically like founded the empire, right? So he is like, back in my day.
I mean, not even about that. It's about stuff from before that too.
Oh wow, all right.
Yeah.
So he's just a fucking know-it-all.
I mean, he knows basically everything. You'll see. You'll get there.
He did this portrait for me earlier.
That's great.
Let's just leave it at that about Larry, all right?
I don't want to talk about Larry. Larry did a picture of him?
I want to talk about you. He's drawn pictures of everybody except for us.
Looks like someone's...
It's funny because he's not even a bad artist. It's just everybody hates him.
Looks like someone's still mad at the Butts for his performance in court today. Yes, Larry is an example of how you cannot separate art from artist.
Yeah, basically.
Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Edgeworth seems pretty okay with the notion that his sister has become a cannibal over the span of the last year. Oh, eat me alive, right. Keep going.
Apparently, Iris was taken in by the sisters here at the temple when she was a child. However, we still don't know much about her past, so we're looking into it.
That reminds me. Edgeworth went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look up some stuff on her. I should ask him what he found. Right, I know, but I'm not gonna do that yet.
Another victim we know nothing about, same as always. I hope you'll tell me if you know something about our mystery woman, Wright.
I do know something. I know that Elise Donan was no ordinary visitor to the temple, but her true identity could be a useful weapon for the defense. And I can't give that away just like that.
He helped you already.
Right.
You can talk to him.
He's not gonna betray you.
He's a little soon. It's crossed my mind once or twice that her testimony might be a bunch of lies.
There certainly are a lot of problems with it.
The thing is, as far as I can tell, she has no reason to deceive us.
Almond, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth, Larry drew this picture of us kissing, right? It's really good, but I refuse to compliment him. Let me know if there's any issues with the audio, by the way, in the chat. I forgot to mention that at the top of the stream.
I believe she did meet the defendant at the Inner Temple and witnessed the murder, too. The one in the Hazakura Temple courtyard, in any case.
Alright, so he believes that.
I was just with Detective Gumshoe. I treated him to some pasta.
Oh, that's nice.
Making amends.
You owe him that much. After all, it's your fault his salary is so low.
How's it my fault?
And
Isn't it your fault?
And look, if you're going to buy the guy lunch, at least get him something decent, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say you took him to fucking Olive Garden or something.
Gumshoe practically lives on pasta and noodles already.
Well, I did order some extra Parmesan cheese on top.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker. The Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. I think Phoenix just has trust issues showing evidence to prosecutors after he got tased in a police department. That is justifiable.
By his
True.
father figure.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, Edgeworth's father figure, right?
Edgeworth's father figure.
Yes.
He could have inherited the taser gene.
Phoenix goes up to Von Karma in the evidence room. He's like, "What do you think about this, Dad?"
Son, I am disappointed. That's an old chestnut.
He was crying tears of joy as he dug into it. It was quite cute.
Buddy,
Adorable.
all you have to do is give the poor guy a raise.
He doesn't even work there.
It's cheaper to just give him pasta.
The Void Adept
What he's
one...
not saying is he made it. It's literally like dollar pasta. You just put some butter on it.
The Void Adept, thanks for the bit. Plot twist, it was that pre-grated Parmesan cheese in a blue pot that smells of baby vomit.
Oh, the gravy.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix to Edgeworth, you should have treated Gumshoe to hot dogs instead. Yeah, them weenies.
Weenies.
Weenies. He's something of a legend, I hear.
Don't say it like you don't know anything about him. Tell me what you know.
It's a bit strange, actually. If he really was anything special, I should have heard about him by now. I'm always well informed about the rookies coming into the prosecutor's office, you know.
Then you mean he isn't anything special?
He's just an asshole with no good reason.
You should already know the answer to that. Although, there is one other possibility.
What's that?
He could have come into the profession from a different channel.
What different channel?
There's more than one way to become a prosecutor, right? Perhaps he started off as a defense attorney but decided it wasn't for him.
A defense attorney? I didn't even know you could switch sides like that.
Switch sides. It seems Pearl was trapped on this side of the river on the night of the murder.
Did she tell you anything?
Listen, Wright. She's just a kid. I can't force things out of her, even though I may want to shake her. You'll have to be the one you'll have to be the one to find out what she knows.
Hey there, Nikki the NB Fool. Good to see you. All right, Mia. See why I don't know if he's gonna think anything of Mia, but
He thinks she's a novice bimbo.
right.
One of the biggest names in the world of law, as I'm sure you'll agree.
And I once called her a bimbo.
For better or for worse, we were only destined to meet once in the courtroom.
Probably for better.
I know. I read all about it.
You're a
Stella,
real fucking asshole.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix Weenies. This looks like a job for a weenie man.
Weenie man away.
It was the first time for the both of us. 2 novices head to head. Awkward fumbling in the dark. I can
Himbo
still
versus
remember.
Bimbo.
Himbo versus Bimbo. I can still remember how downhearted I felt after the trial ended the way it did.
I wonder if Mia felt the same way too. Probably.
Mia was just like, that's fine.
I don't know Maya Fey very well, but it seems to me that the girl is always landing herself in trouble. Something
She has
about
good
not
taste in
enough-
television.
It seems to me that you know her better than you think.
Do you think they text?
Oh, yeah, totally.
I gotta add that.
Gordon Freeman.
While he's in Europe, Maya's just texting him like,
Mia
"Oh,
talks
dude,
to
did you
him more
see-"
than Phoenix talks to him.
Yeah, no, like the whole time I hope that she just thinks Phoenix is like pissed off at him because he left. But she doesn't know that Phoenix thinks he's dead because he doesn't know how to talk about his feelings. So she's like texting with him the whole fucking time he's in Europe that first year. Like, yo, dog, did you see that fucking episode? Wasn't it great when the magistrate was like, bah, bah, bah. And then like he's in the police station. She's like, Phoenix, why are you so pissed? Like,
But
calm
Phoenix
down.
is just so self-absorbed that he never bothers to ask Maya, like, who she's texting all the time.
Yeah.
Gordon.
Oh. Gordon's trying to hide in the bathroom again.
Oh.
I do sincerely hope she's going to be all right.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. One thing he forgot to say about Pearl is you can catch her because she runs so fast. And Kudo Saruki, thank you for the 100 bits. Forget pasta and noodles. Gumshoe deserves a really high-quality steak from a fancy restaurant, if not more.
Yeah.
I do agree.
And some broccoli.
And EJ Blackhawk, thank you for the 500 bits. Hope you are well. I do appreciate that, EJ. I hope you're doing well, too. Doing okay today. I'm just tired more than anything. All right, let's chat to the boy. You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh?
There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why.
You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow?
Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder.
But surely you don't suspect Maya,
call me
do
surely.
you? Maya's another murder suspect.
We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
Earthquakes. So,
Time for your feelings.
I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. Oh, the music cut out, so it's going to get dramatic. Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Does Edgeworth still not believe in spirit mediums at this point? Because Francisca proved they exist, and he saw Mia show up in the second case of the first game to bully Red White into confessing. He's probably got a Kaiba thing where it's like, even if an ancient Egyptian god appeared in front of him and said, yo, he'd be like, nah, that's not a thing.
I can't buy that.
Hologram.
No. Thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath.
What if my heart gives the slightest tremor?
Oh!
17 years ago, when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. Oh, he's taken off. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. Zoom!
Bye! Yes. I was stuck in the... Wow, we're having a conversation about this now, all right.
Yeah.
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who is a defense lawyer.
Derek, thanks for the 10 bits. Phoenix thinking, oh crap, not again about Maya.
We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life.
We should hook that gunshot up with someone. Get him to be a relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, single gunshot.
Guys, my
Sorry.
dad's dead. My dad is dead.
Yeah, but this gunshot is single.
My father!
We can do something about the gunshot. We can't do anything
Why are you
about your
trying to
dad.
help the gunshot that killed my father? I'll never forget this. I'm becoming a prosecutor. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself.
Vampiro, thanks for the 5 bits. Edgeworth is blasting off again.
All this angst. How do I hold this angst?
It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 3 years ago, right?
You think I don't know that? I was there. But it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say.
Oh, Edgeworth.
Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake. And not after you saved me.
You saved me! Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? It goes for all of you.
Boys!
I won.
Let's just take a moment.
Sure. There's a lot happening.
There's a lot to process right now.
Paperwork-wise. Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. I'd say the one who really ruined Edgeworth's life was the person who first thought, hey, you know what's a great idea? Airtight elevator.
Also, Von Karma.
He wouldn't be able to do it without that airtight elevator, though.
Also, God.
Nah, that's not a thing. Hologram.
So Seto Kaiba is responsible for the death of Gregory
Yes.
Edgeworth. His
In a
hologram.
long roundabout way, yes.
I needed to design an elevator into space. You can't have air get in there because it's space.
Can't have feelings escape because
Somebody was like, what if we designed the perfect elevator where the farts can't get out?
Oh. What?
My God.
And that's perfect in your mind.
That's called like Crime and Punishment right there.
And the courthouse was like, get him in our building.
Cat033 hi, thanks for following.
There was something that bothered me about her.
That bothered her about me.
From the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before.
So you went back to the criminal affairs department to look for her file.
Yes, I checked over Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
It was my first appearance in court. And as cases go, it was my worst nightmare.
It's going good, Cat.
My
Welcome.
worst nightmare.
So?
My worst.
Who is she?
I guess that's fair, baby. A worst nightmare.
He's got nightmares, and that's the worst one.
Yeah, between the two of them.
Didn't Phoenix just say he read all about me as first case?
Yeah, you would think that he would fuck it.
So, did he not look
Did he
at
not
the name
realize
of the
Edgeworth was there?
prosecutor?
I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public.
What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. What happened was he was reading the transcript and he did that edit in the notepad where he replaced all references to Edgeworth with that man. So
Yeah.
all he knew was that man was prosecuting.
The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple.
They just look the same.
Yeah. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. So Edgeworth was there when Phoenix ate the necklace. No, different
different
case. That we're talking about Mia's first case,
Yes.
where the Godot or Diego was counseling her essentially
Yeah, the necklace incident was her second case.
with Grossberg. You may remember the
Yes.
Harlem Shake got involved.
And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
It'd be great if Edgeworth was there, though, because then he'd be like, I like the way that guy eats glass. Unrelated.
Yes, I can say that with complete confidence.
You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case.
Totally.
I need to fill Edgeworth in.
Yes, you do.
I
Right
need to
now.
explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew.
And my connection between Edgeworth and me.
Can I just present, is there anything that proves it? If I present
actually,
Iris again, maybe?
Apparently,
I think there might be a profile that we don't have yet,
Oh,
so
okay.
we probably need to
Yeah, I've already said all that.
go and talk to other people.
Okay.
Bye, baby.
We'll be
We love you so much.
Don't take off
I
like a
miss
rocket
you.
while we're gone.
Yeah, don't run away. It's fine. You can cry. Feel your feels.
February
Deep breaths,
9th,
baby.
in a temple gate. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. Power Gems, thank you for the 25 bits, Phoenix. I need to get in there. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls.
Maybe we should go see if Pearls is at the Heavenly Hall,
Okay,
the Loser Shack.
the loser shack.
There's the incinerator that sexually harassed us.
Oh, yeah. Wow, I forgot about that.
February 9th, Dusky Bridge. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own.
What if you reached a hand into the incinerator and a hand reached back?
It's a two-way petting zoo.
Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again.
Alone.
Speaking of alone, Larry. The Hazelmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. The shack for infinite losers. Yes, the shuffle.
It's Gordon.
Heavenly Hall.
Oh.
February
He's
9th.
Sure is
yelling
Ethan.
at me.
He's chatting.
He's yelling at me.
Heavenly Hall.
Oh, Mr. Nick.
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she all right?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick?
Larry.
This is the Loser Shack, where losers get together to lose themselves.
It's legit called the Loser Shack? I didn't realize. This is the what?
Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick. Mr. Luis did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls.
We're going to gather firewood now.
Is Pearls just living with him now? What?
We'll be cooking some
hanging out
half-rotten...
with
They're chilling. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire.
You think they're shacking up?
I
Come
really
on
hope
now.
not.
Sorry, bad pun.
Come on now.
So stay out of our way.
I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up? Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Pearl's getting ready for a beatdown or something. I can see her rolling up her sleeves. That's the classic Pearl sprite. And Stella
Yeah.
Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Pearl, are you looking at any other woman besides Mystic Maya? Because we all remember what happened to that baby.
Yo, baby.
No one believes the word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Nah. Oh, Mystic Maya.
All right.
This poor girl just wants emotional support, and Larry is like trauma dumping on her.
Yeah.
Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture?
Heh, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick.
Do I have to make nice with Larry?
My life's here now with Pearl. Two losers cooking potatoes together forevermore.
What am I going to do with him?
I'm just gonna casually call a 9-year-old a loser, if you don't mind.
All right, then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw it all, so I think it's really amazing.
See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know.
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy.
No. It wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Luis...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase, I beg of you.
I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix, remind me when you need a defense lawyer next time to turn down your request, Larry. And Armand, thank you for the 10 bits. And this is why I hate Larry. He holds back information for literally no reason. And Rock Ruland, thank you for, I think it's because he needs people to make him feel special before he'll actually volunteer. Rock Ruland, thank you for the 10 bits. I mean, it's good that Larry is finally accepting how much of a loser he is, but this seems excessive. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Not even Pearls believes him.
Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture.
And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value.
Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face?
Well, I'm glad you like this version of Pearl, Natsu. I myself don't care for the character, but I'm having fun playing them. Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
Murdering a guy? I mean, I was just, well, I was just a kid, you know.
What does that mean, Pearl?
I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donham's room reading a book together. But Miss Donham was murdered and you, Pearls, were at the inner temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls? Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Now does he think Pearls did it? I think he's just wondering what she's covering up.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
She did do it, though.
I got secrets, man.
Wow.
I beat a bad girl. One psyche lock for every baby I beat up.
For every 100 babies.
I know I'll be punished.
This is like the beginning of Yakuza 0.
Punished Pearls. Metal Gear Solid 5. The Azel Margier, thank you for the 5 bits. On the night of the murder, how many people did you kill, Pearl? How much weed did you smoke? What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power. It has disappeared.
What? Her powers have disappeared. Oh, shit.
And this makes her just a normal 9-year-old, and I don't need that.
She can't run fast anymore.
I can only run a moderate amount.
And then I'm out of breath.
What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
I'm not the Universal Champion anymore.
Brock Lesnar took his title back from me.
Roman Reigns, I had to acknowledge him.
We fought in Hell in a Cell, and
Hell
it
in-
was very...
Extreme rules, Mr. Nick. It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits or beat up babies or defeat Brock Lesnar in Hell in a Cell. He's like a painter who can't paint.
Hell in a cell. Hey, what are you looking at me for?
Pearls. Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Ruined the 1412, thank for the 100 bits. She's lost her connection to the spirit force.
Shouldn't have eaten all those weenies. that gravy.
Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That was really cruel of you. Ah!
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Did she just diss Larry there? Did she diss Larry? I don't think she did.
I didn't see.
Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her psyche lock to get the truth out of her. All right. We got
Yeah,
more
I don't
psyche
think we
locks.
can do anything about that at the moment. So we can move
Let's
on.
head to this shrine. I assume there's nothing to examine in any of these locations anymore.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Sorry.
You wanted to reach into the incinerator.
Yes.
I did not.
Deep.
February 9th, Hazakura Temple main gate. I wonder if Sister Bikini has gone back to the main hall already. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. If I don't see two people, I assume they're having tea together. Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. So Pearls is just going to be crying until you return with evidence. Yes, I have to leave her crying until I know how to break her.
Yes.
I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. The Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. I like how Phoenix just immediately ditches Pearl as soon as she starts crying.
He's like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this.
I already dealt with one
Bye.
crying baby, Edgeworth, today.
I can only deal with that if I'm in love with them.
Pearl Heyman. I wonder what this thing was used for on the night of the murder. There is only one key to this snowmobile, and Iris is the one who had it, so I have to wonder if it was her. But she says she never left Hazakura Temple that night. All right, never mind.
Lying bitch.
Ooh. February 9th, Hazakura Temple main hall. Well, what's the damage? How is the sacred cavern? It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now.
Edgeworth will
Edgeworth
talk
is
to me.
sad.
I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern. About Edgeworth almost taking off like a rocket ship. About Pearls crying and me walking away.
I had to grab him by the ankle and bring him back down.
All of it. And I told her that they're remaking Final Fantasy VII. And she got real excited about that part. Because it looks more
But
like
then
Advent
she
Children.
heard it
now.
wasn't a one-to-one remake. It got real
One-to-one
sad.
remake.
But who could have done that?
Square Enix.
The only
Tetsuya
people
Nomura.
who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Kurain tradition. We have Iris at the Sacred Cavern trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini. Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Kurain disappeared 17 years ago. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. He's probably thinking about crying pearls. I will just get to Maya to... All right, she's trapped.
She's like, I'll leave her here for Maya to deal
Yeah.
with. Just forgetting Maya's not there.
That's Maya's problem. That's Edgeworth's problem. That's Gumshoe's problem. Just many crying people that Phoenix is leaving in his wake. I want to know why Misty Face suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... No, I mean Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said... Someone is trying to destroy the Kurain tradition's main family line. I am here to put a stop to them. Good job, Elise. Way to stop them.
Damn.
You died. Good going.
Way to do it. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line? There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Kurain, and her daughters the main family. Orphanator, I can't say that the Mark would return anytime soon, but never say never. I certainly will always love wrestling, but don't hold your breath on that one. I appreciate the interest, though.
Just like the great prophet Justin Bieber said, never say never.
Never stop, never stop. All the other mediums became no? They become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. So what, does this imply that Dahlia is part of a branch family?
You'll see.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I can picture when Pearls misbehaves, Phoenix probably sits back and lets Maya deal with it. Probably. And Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. To be fair, she was gone so long that she lost the title of Master, as I recall. So she technically succeeded by failing, I think. I don't know. Ah. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed?
Gordon's so sad.
He is a big boy. You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real. Yes, I do. It's been 3 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits... Sorry, I'm getting a message here. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the mask-to-mask case. And during Maggie Bird's trial, too, unfortunately. God, did I have to flash back to that one? Thanks to
Thank God we
Maya,
didn't have to see the man.
Mia's always on hand to help me out when I need her the most. Bye-bye, Babs. The Kurain technique
Babs right here.
The Babkini. The Kurain technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Doesn't seem to have had that much of an effect on the world.
Yeah.
I don't know what she means there.
It fucked up Miles Edgeworth's life and Maya Faye's life.
Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Really? Who wouldn't respect such tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Have you not seen my extensive collection of Advent Children Blu-rays? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see, all because of one little mistake.
Oh, that's why they want to wipe her out.
A mistake? What mistake?
EL6, baby.
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down and it hurt inside.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh, baby.
All because of that incident. That incident? Is she talking about what I think she is? Oh, it's all coming together, guys.
The trilogy.
I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file. The DL6 incident, huh? Good thing I played the first game. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 3 years ago. Oh! Oh! That's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
Perhaps the most offensive part is that it is not called FF7.
A murder. I refuse anything that doesn't sound tangentially related to the thing that I like. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I wonder if sometimes he wonders, Mia, what did you leave behind for me? Especially when he defends Maya for her numerous murder blames. He probably does. He probably is he feels a bit saddled with a lot of that.
What is this child doing?
A murder that took place 17 years ago. Oh, shit. It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. I have to say, I'm having to suspend some disbelief that these psychics have been helping important leaders throughout the world, but police have never thought, let's ask one of these guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. and the case remained a mystery. I remember Mystic Meg Bailey Gaming. Oh, you take me back there. Gosh. Nobody outside of England will probably know what we're talking about. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Quran tradition openly involved in. Mystic Meg was basically our Miss Cleo. She was a very extravagant sort of older lady who was a psychic, but she was like, she marketed the hell out of herself. Like, she was in commercials. She was like, the National Lottery, whenever they had National Lottery, she was there before they announced the results, and she was like, I see a young man with a dog, and an old woman will be celebrating too. And that's what she would do. She was a television personality. I
think Miss Cleo kind of was too. She had like late night commercials.
Miss Cleo was, and then there was a big controversy because she wasn't actually Jamaican, right? Or whatever she was pitching herself as.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, there was controversy. And
I was too young to care.
She played kind of a version of herself in Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was the real Miss Cleo.
I think she's a lesbian too.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Arzul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Seeing as almost all of the main cast aside from Gumshoe and the judge have had to deal with it, do you think Mia ever got accused of murder while she was working for Grossberg? I mean, she could murder me with those baps.
Damn.
Crush
yes.
me. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Quran tradition openly involved in. And Vampira, thank you for the 5 bits. You mean she wasn't a real psychic? Gasp. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Quran Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Mystic Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback, baby. It's all about the Quran.
Baby!
Let's fucking go! The Quran tradition is starting to recover at last. Power Gems, thank you for the 25 bits. Perhaps the Quran tradition should adopt the rule of 2, 1 master and 1 apprentice. We saw how well that went for the Sith. It's not going to help.
No branch families in the Sith, though.
But with a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? It's quite poggers. All right. The spiritual power of the Quran channeling technique is in the blood. It's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
Maya told me the exact same thing before.
We, the women of the Faith family, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power. It's the opposite of that Chaos Walking movie that little Karibo watched last night. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Army. Armon, thanks for the 10 bits. Well, the rule of Tool did lead to the conquering of the galaxy. They just couldn't hold it. Yeah, they conquered the galaxy for a good, couple of decades.
I know that my rule of 2 is no more than 2 tacos at Taco Bell, or otherwise I can't hold it.
My rule of 2 is no less than 2 tacos at Taco Bell.
Otherwise, I can't hold them.
My rule of 2 is put 2 spoonfuls of sugar in my tea.
Otherwise, you can't. What?
I don't know what my rule of 2 is. I wanted to be part of it. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Army. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch families, right? This is starting to sound like Yakuza. That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her.
That bitch dead.
That bitch dead. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits.
That's Bimbo dead.
Just like Aerith. You started playing the game, you're like, she's going to be around a while, then whoa, she's gone.
You go and you level a bitch up to level 99, and then she just dies.
Stabbed right in the guts.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. This reminds me of a scary movie flashback. Phoenix, I see dead people. I do see dead people. Can't get rid of
A
them.
lot. Yeah.
Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Legendary Baps. Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life and her Baps as a result.
God.
She did not lose the Baps.
Do you know what
Baps are
Mystic
still
Mia
there.
is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her. She said, I will never be a memory. Wait, that's Sephiroth. Sorry. She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer.
Unreliable witness.
She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the Master's seat from her. Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know if you played the second game. You did play the second game, right?
This family is like my dad's side of my family, because I'm Marin.
Everybody's name starts with M.
Yeah, I'm Marin. My dad's Murray. His mom's name is Melba. His dad's name is Murray. Like,
Wow.
Morgan. There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now. This is really cool that they're tying all of the plots together, I gotta say.
yeah.
It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Kurain Village.
That bitch loved drinking candles.
She was an addict.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. What about Pearl? I assume we're saying that Pearl could be the
master.
Well, not an M.
Oh, yeah.
But Pearl's also a branch family member. She's not the main one.
I'm the MVP, most valuable Pole.
Pooh.
Pole. My name is Pole.
Your name is Pooh?
No.
It was a year ago now at Maya's home, Kurain Village. What she did was terrible. She drank candles straight from the holder. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master.
Dwight Pooh.
I just feel like that's something I would definitely overhear on like a playground.
Your name is Pooh?
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? That Iris is... Mystic Morgan's daughter! What? Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits, and now we're stuck taking care of her daughter too, yes. Holy fuck. That
Lore
is
drop.
hell of a reveal.
Forgot about that.
Did not see that coming at all, but it makes sense perfectly as in the context of the branch families now. What?
So fucking Dahlia's a branch family member?
It makes sense, but the people she's killing probably weren't because of the... No, she was just killing people. Okay.
She's just homicidal.
That was just for her own gain.
Iris is what?
Damn, Phoenix. You've been keeping it in the family, huh?
Is she kidding
You
me?
have no other friends.
Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. So is he Maya's cousin or something? Who? Phoenix? No, I don't think so.
It's
Iris,
basically...
Iris and Dahlia are also Maya's cousins, and they are also half-sisters of Pearl.
Yeah. We need a family tree or something.
Yeah.
We need like a... Bloody Bikini needs to pull up like a diagram.
I know, right?
All right.
She pulls up a diagram, but it's just the one she pulls up is
It's
actually the character relationship.
Yas. Yas. Yazoo.
Oh.
Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Oops. I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have? I know her very well. Oh? Yes, Pearls. Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child. The Azalmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. Ironically, Mia left the village to get away from the Branch family conflict and still wound up making an arch nemesis of her cousin. Yeah, completely unrelated to it.
Ain't life a bitch.
I always thought she was an only child. Where does the Phoenix Edgeworth marriage fit into this family tree, asks the Oracle. You jest! That child! She's Mystic Morgan's... I had no idea.
They're Pearl's 2 gay dads.
Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? You did call the prison first thing when you thought about this, right? It's the most
like,
logical thing to do.
Why would I call the prison?
Yes, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. She's slowly fading it.
She's been shaded by her own hair.
This is my stand, Mr. Nick.
It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master.
That took me a second.
Dabba, 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 dabba.
Whoa.
I see. So I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. What? 3?
They're like putting all the pieces together right here.
Yes, Iris, her twin sister, and Mystic Pearl. What? Bikini is holding everything together. Bikini is the wisest character. Twin
Just like
sister.
Any bikini she would wear would be holding it together.
It's because she has good taste in movies.
Oh, you didn't know? It all happened 20 years ago. Your ass better call somebody.
What?
That's a wrestling thing, sorry. There's a wrestler theme that starts off with one of them going, oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Now, if I'm getting this straight, Pearls can not only one-wheel fast, but she's got a stand as well. Yes, she's very powerful. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Kurain's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. I appreciate you clipping that, Pyro. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. So that was Iris.
Yes.
That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister, could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris's sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. Why don't you suggest that it could be Dahlia, Phoenix, and she might remember?
Yeah, right.
All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. I'm guessing it's Morgan's portrait what we needed.
It was actually a different one, but
okay.
let's check it and see if we got any.
Maybe Dahlia.
Yeah.
Oh, the question
Yeah,
marks.
it's a shadow here. Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
I
we
think
did
that's
get
what
Morgan.
we need. Yes. But the one that we need to present to Edgeworth is
Gotcha.
the basically Dahlia's profile.
I see. Anger.
My ex.
What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls.
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her.
So Iris had a twin sister. You dummy, Phoenix. Vampiro, thank you for the 5
How many times
bits.
are you going to repeat that that same thing to yourself,
The
Phoenix?
person that I thought Iris looked like, and a twin sister, huh? Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. No wonder Phoenix wanted to marry Dahlia. Her father has a plethora of jewelry to eat. Smorgasbord. So Iris has a twin sister.
I'm gonna take the most expensive shits,
The plot thickens.
just like my shit.
Oh no. I'm gonna have some bejeweled shits. Derek Anthony, thank you for the
It's gonna
10
be
bits.
like nothing you've ever played on your phone.
Thank you for the 10 bits. Iris has a twin sister that is bat crap crazy. And the
Yep.
Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. You know, in hindsight, the backstory with Morgan kind of reminds me of Endeavor from My Hero Academia, trying to make the perfect child for their crazy plans. Not seen My Hero Academia that far, so I don't know what. I'm sure that that's a bad guy or something.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it
he's a bad
myself.
guy.
But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info.
We're so relevant.
Super relevant. I mean, I guess I could present the profiles just to hear what she has to say.
You can try, yeah.
When I think about it, I do kind of feel sorry for Mystic Morgan. It wasn't her fault that her sister was a more powerful spirit medium. Spirit medium. Mystic Morgan.
Spinach medium.
Spinach medium. Mystic Morgan just couldn't compete with her sister. It must have been really tough on her.
Even so, that doesn't excuse all the things she did.
Maybe not for you. No, of course not.
You would have preferred that Dahlia is Iris from the future via time travel? Interesting.
Iris had a twin sister. That's really all I know about her. That and the fact that she was taken away from her mother by her jeweler father. I don't have any idea where she is or what she's doing now.
I could tell her, but I won't. But she'd probably have a coronary and a half.
So he does know.
He does know, he's just not telling.
Yeah.
He's just playing coy.
Should I check the courtyard? Is there any reason?
Probably.
February 9th, Hazakura Temple Courtyard. Is it
This might be
Gumshoe?
Gumshoe.
Well, you're welcome. There's your noise.
Sounds like someone's happy. I know that happy noise anywhere. What tune is that they're humming? Ah, yes, it's my favorite. Hey, 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 hey.
Oh, no.
The Azel
Turn
Magia.
to innocence.
Thank you for the 5 bits. I could tell her, but I think she's had enough plot twists for one afternoon.
Oh, mama. What are you mad about? Yeah.
There he is. You
No
guys
motive,
sing.
no crime. No motive, no crime. Sing it with me.
No,
No motive, no crime.
no cry. No motive,
Oh.
no
Is this
crime.
like a real song?
Yes, it's
Yeah, it's like
Oh shit! I
Bob
didn't know.
Marley. Erin
Oh.
from The Office quotes him when she says, "No woman, no cry."
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Well, I don't know the song.
I
so.
remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Kurine.
Whoop! I love my job. I'm here because even though I don't make any money, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? I don't. That's not what investigating's all about.
I'm gonna miss Gumshoe.
We'll get to see him in investigations.
That's
at least.
true. That's true.
The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. I don't know
Good
the song,
cases
so.
we have. Good cases we've lost. along the way.
He's so
Thanks,
cute.
Martin.
I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae.
I love him so much.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Does this mean Gumshoe loves Cats the musical too? No, I don't think there was much reggae in that.
Do you think that's what he listens to
The
exclusively?
Rastafarian Cats. Every case gonna be all airtight. Every case gonna be airtight.
Hey, pal.
That's, I think,
Huh?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
That is amazing, though. I wonder why he was singing in the original.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
And Mama Carnage, thank you for the 10 bits. Does that mean Gumshoe smokes weed every now and then? Yeah, he must.
yeah.
He must at least. I mean, that
Whatever he
explains.
confiscates, he's like, that's mine. That's my stash now.
Remember when I said
He's like,
that?
look,
That
I'm not
garden.
gonna get you kids in trouble, but I'm gonna take your weed.
The garden. Remember, I said that was where he grew his pot, much like
yeah.
Andy in the pit in
Yeah.
Parks and Rec. Oh, does anyone know the song he originally sings in the Japanese? If anybody knows in the chat, I'm curious.
Yeah.
Huh?
I wonder if the Ace Attorney wiki says.
Who, me? No. Who? Me?
Who is me?
Who, me? That was what I was thinking in the first case of the second game.
Yeah. Who are you? How long have you been there?
I just got here.
Oh, okay.
So what are you up to, detective?
Writing a new hit single.
I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth.
Aww. Everybody loves each other so much.
I promised I would find the real murder weapon.
The real murder weapon.
That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right?
That's right, we haven't
The
even found
opposite.
the weapon
The
yet.
opposite of real. I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Now, for some reason, I have a picture of Maya surviving off the herbs in the garden.
She's just like laying in the snow somewhere, blazed out of her mind.
Yeah.
I just found these weird scraps of paper. Looks like a letter or something. Doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though.
A letter? So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe?
I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ.
What? You mean...
I don't have the details, pal. All I know is if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation.
Azel Magia says, and thank you for the 5 bits, no one seems to mention what the original song was in Japanese anywhere.
Wow.
We'll have to track down Janet Sue.
What kind of
Yeah.
ugly situation are we looking at here?
Janet Sue, we have an extremely important question.
What is this?
You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal.
Then who said it?
Mr. Godot.
Godot? What did he mean by that?
I'm gonna tweet. Maybe somebody can.
About that letter you found.
Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon.
It's hilarious.
And all I find is some burnt up old letter.
Burnt up old letter.
Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the Inner Temple.
Oh, you had to put
I
your hand
reached
in there,
in there.
too.
I felt a hand.
Oh no. Evening, evil sea monkeys. Good to see you. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it.
The hand.
The hand. There was snow on the incinerator when There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder.
What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look.
Can I? Do you mind?
Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Now I can imagine when the break open the room, are they going to find Mai in there high off her mind?
I hope so.
I am frequently high off my mind.
Right off my brain grapes.
It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case.
Spirit mediums?
Burnt letter
Seems
added
like
to the
bullshit to
court
me,
record.
pal.
It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought.
Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal.
So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far?
Well, it wasn't the Shichi Shito that was found. That was found
Yeah?
impaled in the victim's body. It's cold, pal. I'm struggling.
Oh,
Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today.
did too much singing.
Yes, that's true.
In which case, it must have been another blade.
And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh?
Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken.
Yeah,
We've got the feather of forensics in our cap these days.
yeah.
We're using the department's secret weapon on this.
Secret weapon?
Oh, is this the titty detector?
What?
It could be.
Oh.
You forgot what it was? You forgot about the titty detector, Marin?
Yeah, it took me a second.
What's this secret weapon of yours?
Marin's like, we don't need the titty detector. I already see them. You want to
There
know?
they are, the big old babs right in
Yeah.
front of me.
Yeah.
Honk, honk.
You've got to think scientifically, okay?
All right.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Is it Missile the dog that eats everything in sight?
The murder weapon was a sword.
Remember when you sent a lewd meme to your parents earlier?
You've already brought that up.
I know, I just remembered and it made me laugh, and now there's 3 times as many people.
Yeah, everybody needed to know, Martin. We mentioned that at like the beginning of the stream.
Needed an
Yeah,
update.
come on.
Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? They're
Updated
made,
meme
they're made of
report.
titties, right?
Vampiro, thanks for the 5 bits. Now I just imagine Gumshoe wheeling out Dahlia in a straitjacket like in Silence of the Lambs. And the Void Adept, thank you for the bit. The titty detector, the Baps bagger, the fun bags finder.
I ate his liver with a side of Chianti and some fava beans.
The nipple. I'm trying to think what N word could be like locate. The nipple.
The nipple navigator.
There you go. The nipple navigator. You say this line?
Yes. Any questions so far?
No. I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say nipple navigator. But I'll let him look smart.
So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A nipple navigator.
No!
Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away.
Well, you want to give a scientific investigation a go?
Dead Moon Saloon says, you detect the titties detect you.
I can never stop detecting my
it's a
titties.
two-way.
Two-way titty detector.
Huh? Me?
I've been using this thing for hours now.
Papa.
You have no idea how many titties I've found.
Ooh.
This mountain is full of titties.
It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try?
Seeing so many fucking titties.
Papa Boris, thank you for the
I'm
bit.
over
Slice
it.
of the Lamb sounds like a movie from Like a Dragon. It does.
I don't
Slice of the
know.
lambs.
Hazel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Careful, Gumshoe. If you keep using the word scientifically so brazenly, you're going to summon Emma.
Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not?
Why?
Let's help him, I guess.
Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you.
All right
Why
then.
wouldn't we help our buddy?
I guess I'll give it a go.
Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best.
That's pretty sad.
It's so sensitive, you can make it cry. It's so high-tech, you could skydive off it.
Oh, bother.
I got a great butt.
Andromeda, I'll just say Andromeda. Thank you for resubscribing for 8 months. Good case, good times. Appreciate the subscription there. Welcome home, sir.
Great butt.
Doing well, sir.
You've got a great butt.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I wonder if he uses that to find pop bottles and cans. I don't know if they're made of metal, the pop bottles, but I guess he could find some cans. Oh, bother.
So, now I'm going to tell you how to use it.
How do we detect them nipples?
Wherever you think there's a nipple. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right?
Sure, that's what we're trying to find out.
Right, so first, let's turn the detector on.
Oh, shit.
That's the sound of the metal detector's signal bouncing off of something metallic.
Oh, it's just going. I'm not pressing anything.
No worries. Next, touch the detector and take a real good look around the courtyard with it, pal.
Real good.
Once you've hit something metallic, the check gauge will flash. And when that happens, touch the gauge to really give the area a good look. Or a good hard stare, like he actually said. This thing picks up metallic objects that are hidden from sight, too, so take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal?
Sorry about that.
You're good.
All right, let's see. Oh. All right. Hey, I found $1 coin.
Huh? Money? If you find money, you have to turn it into the police. Or a detective.
Which of them is more poor?
If the owner doesn't come forward within 6 months, you get to keep 10%.
And Papa Barris, thanks for the bit. In the long-awaited sequel of a cyborg master of the culinary arts, first he conquered beef, then he dominated chicken. Now he has a whole new monster to take on in RoboCook Slice of the Lambs.
I'd watch it.
The other 90% goes to... to the police department.
Don't get so close to me, detective. Give me some space, will you? Here's the coin. Happy?
I definitely made the right decision becoming a detective.
Yikes. Talk about a serious case of denial.
Oh boy.
It's still there.
I think the staff.
That Shichishito next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal.
Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it again anyway.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one.
Yes, I heard something about that.
You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading had I not joined the homicide division.
You think about that kind of stuff, detective?
Of course I do. I think about it a lot.
I'd probably have a lot more money.
Me as a traffic cop, me as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger.
As the Blue Badger.
It's funny because when this game originally came out, there was no Blue Badger. Well, I guess there was like the doll
The
version,
heterosexual badger.
but... True,
Huh.
but I don't know if they were called like the Blue Badger at that time, like officially.
Well, speaking as an ex-fuzzy, it's not so great.
There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. This has been my Yelp review of Gumshoe.
This conversation was bad.
1 star. Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? Looks like a normal ladder to me, pal.
Surely everyone knows the difference. I mean, they're pretty ordinary objects.
I've met plenty of guys like you, always picking on the smallest details.
You really are Phoenix, Martin.
The vegetable store guy near my place does it all the time.
We've been saying how much of an asshole he is this whole time.
But you are a sarcastic asshole who gets caught up in the little details.
Sure. I will fall on my sword in this one.
I'm just thinking about that, like, 10-minute Star Wars rant when Edgeworth said the midichlorians thing.
Hey, I supported... Well, I guess I didn't support what he said there. He was very negative on the
It was really
midichlorians.
funny, though.
Papa Boris, thank you for the 2 bits. Looking real American there. Game California is very well known for its ancient Japanese villages with Japanese swords and staffs. God bless America.
He even corrects me when I ask for a head of lettuce. That's a cabbage, he says. I'm telling you, they're the exact same thing.
No.
Rock Rulin, thanks for the 10 bits. For some reason, when Gumshoe mentioned himself as the Blue Badger, I didn't picture him as a mascot, but as a Batman-style vigilante. Dressed like the Blue Badger. No,
Man,
they're
wait till we
not.
get to investigations.
No, they're not. They're completely different.
You have to plant both of them firmly in the ground before they can grow, don't you? Listen, you gotta take a step back and look at the bigger picture sometimes. Otherwise, you can miss a really important clue. That's advice from a pro, pal.
The last person I need advice from is this guy in front of me. Oh. This must be an old panhandle or something.
And how do you know that?
Huh? What?
That was my nickname in junior high.
What, panhandle?
I didn't have much money back then, pal. Or now. I used to bum stuff off the other kids sometimes, so they called me Panhandler.
Oh my god.
Panhandler, huh? I can see that.
Oh no. Thinking back, it's actually kind of a nice memory now.
Oh boy.
Can you
Poor man.
give me a hint?
Go to the staff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Didn't I say that?
I'm sorry, I just assumed it was a guess.
I know, I thought you were like wanting to go after like everything you could.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
This is Miss Donham's staff, isn't it?
Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood.
Spellbound Tutor says, I wonder if you can find the bullet from Manfred's shoulder in this snowbank. He's just
Where
buried
are
under
the
snow.
titties?
You expose his
We can find
titty.
the bullet, but we can find the titty.
But the detector is reacting to it.
Is there a bap in there?
Is there a secret titty in this staff?
Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, all right? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic.
Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it?
It's weird that this thing is causing a racket.
Here, let me take a look at it.
Hey, hands off. Examining evidence is a job for the...
Can it fuck me? Ah! The top is coming off.
I
Yeah,
guess the question
it
is no.
Look what you've done. You've damaged a really important piece of evidence.
Ah!
Can it fuck me?
Oh.
A sword!
That's
That cannot fuck me.
can fuck you up.
A sword?
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Inside the staff.
Is this... Could it be?
Does that look like metal, motherfucker?
The murder weapon?
Papa Bars, thank you for the bit. Geez, Gumshoe's very aggressive in this one. Who pissed in his cornflakes?
Look, man, he was having a good day. He was singing
Can't
a
afford
song.
milk, okay?
I'd never have guessed there'd be a sword concealed in the victim's staff.
They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem.
That was my nickname in high school.
A real gem. The workmanship is really something else.
Sword cane.
Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot.
I wish my nickname was a real gem.
I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works.
Baby boy, he's so stupid.
If the real
That's what
scene...
they called me in high school. I officially give up.
If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard?
Main hall courtyard.
Hey, Gumshoe,
Buy as many horts as you can.
who knows about the hidden sword?
No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now.
I was gonna say, he just discovered it.
Yeah.
Who knows about this? Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe.
But there is an E.
It doesn't look...
Good job, Marin.
And an M.
There's a U. There's a U in Gumshoe. And that's what matters.
Aw.
I want him in me.
It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. This is my long-suffering face.
I need to breathe.
Thank God I'm here. Oh, no one else would think I'm funny. All right, I'm good.
And I guess it isn't the murder weapon, huh?
Papa Boris, thanks for the 6 bits. How Gumshoe's mind works, one shudders to imagine what inhuman thoughts lie behind that mask. What dreams of chronic and sustained cruelty. No, no, no. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder.
Ugh.
Yeah, of course. This thing's definitely the murder weapon. Great job, pal.
It's about the same... Sorry. It's about the same length as the Shichishito 2. This must be the murder weapon.
Oh, there is hugging Gumshoe. Oh, I want to hug him so bad. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. I'm gonna see if they can find any titties in here.
There's
There's
also...
gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it's been wiped off.
There's also a gush in Gumshoe.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, please.
And Moe. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight.
Our baby.
Wait up, detective!
Stop singing.
Vampiro, thanks for the 5 bits. Gumshoe, the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know.
You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a while?
Huh? What are you talking about, pal?
Please! Just until we find Maya.
Maya? What's this got to do with her?
I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. And
it 'cause you
Demon
have the
Cross
flu,
points
bro?
out, thank you for the 5 bits, Demon. Even better, Gumshoe can be anagrammed to hug me so.
I want to.
Or even just, so hug me.
Yeah.
Every time I go to sleep, I want that Gumshoe simulator hug simulator dream again. It's all I ever want. But I'm always in a mall.
Oh? How so?
Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel.
And that's a really good reason to impede the investigation.
Don't analyze things, I
gut.
feel weird.
You don't think...
Please, detective,
I
let's
didn't
just
see
wait.
what that said.
Maya's been murked.
Please, detective, let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern.
You're looking kind of viridian there.
Right, he's still sick.
Rock Rule, and thanks for the 10 bits. Gumshoe, my mind is no fortress. It is an open pasture ravaged by... I don't know what that, how to say that. Internecine conflict and weenies? Internecine.
Yeah, I have no
Alright.
idea.
What is that? I'm finding out what that means.
I like to think that maybe his mind palace is an open pasture and like the grass blades are just weenies. And they like sway in the breeze.
Like those, like the tall foxtail things.
yeah,
that look
but
like a corn
no,
dog.
like little tiny blades of grass, but like just as many blades
you
of grass, but they're
imagine-
all hot dogs.
Can you imagine walking through that?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
That's disgusting.
It like squishes between your toes.
You can feel the weenies between your toes.
Apparently it means destructive to both sides in a conflict, Volcanic says.
Oh.
My Google isn't working.
I never heard that before.
Well, stepping in an open pasture full of weenies is certainly destructive to both sides.
Psychologically, mostly.
Yeah, but more so to one side and physically to the other.
Characterized by struggle within a group, usually applied to an ethnic or familial relationship. I guess it would be familial if it was conflict and weenies.
Okay. Just stop it with that face, pal.
my face.
One thing, though. Well, stop it.
Ah.
The staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, all right?
Let's arbitrarily have a secret. Papa Boris, thanks for the bit. Gumshoe's Mind Palace is just an infinite hall of fame, but every entry has got Edgeworth.
If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished.
Yeah. I understand.
This is just a regular run-of-the-mill staff, you got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal.
Thank you, Detective.
Don't do anything weird with it.
Can it fuck me?
Do not. No.
It's evidence, pal.
No. Get it out of your mouth. Put it down.
Phoenix is like, but I need to know. Don't worry, she'll be fine.
Gumshoe.
You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal?
Yep, the Parmesan cheese is on me. Sure. Thanks. Victim staff received from Detective Gumshoe for safekeeping.
Miles gave love to Gumshoe. Now Gumshoe's giving love to us. It just comes around. It's really beautiful. And then we're going to give lots of love to Edgeworth.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth walks in. Keep waters a secret. And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix, don't worry, Gumshoe. I'll take good care of the staff. Hey, Edgeworth, can I ask you something about the staff I found? I can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise Donan doing with a staff like this in the first place? All right, let's keep going.
Probably
Yeah.
killer.
Actually, I might just show him Edgeworth one time.
Yeah. Tell us about your dinner.
I haven't seen Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time.
Do you know why he moved overseas? Oh, he moved.
I don't know. Probably to look cool.
Well, he does look really cool.
He does look so cool.
Yeah, that's literally the only reason, buddy.
It worked, pal. There's a lot of weight attached to doing research overseas, you know. Once I've done my stint in Paris, you'll have to call me Monsieur... What?
Gumchausseur.
Is that
Thanks,
French
Martin.
for shoe?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe.
Let's have
What
a
does
look.
that mean?
I can't Google. Papa
Your
Boris,
Google's just not working.
thank you for the bit. Staff, can it fuck me?
Can it fuck me?
Oh, staff, we're really in it now.
Look this up. Chaussure. Probably is a shoe. Yeah.
Oh.
It means foot gear.
There we go.
Oh, it is shoe in French. Okay. Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. I think Larry is being a bad influence on Gumshoe. People really don't get Edgeworth, do they? Chat is grounded? What is going on? Oh, people are talking about the fucking, I see.
Can it fuck me?
Hey, speaking of Miss Von Carmo, what's she up to?
She's keeping an eye on Iris at the inner temple.
Oh, really? Phew. I can relax at last, now that you've lost her.
She has a real thing for hitting you with that whip of hers, huh?
Yeah, but I'm kind of getting used to it, which scares me a lot. Oh,
Yeah.
so this one time she forgot her whip at home or something.
And? Tell me you were able to have a violence-free day.
Nah,
Aw.
she slapped me instead.
Oh, dear.
Oh, buddy.
I prefer the whip. Getting slapped all day makes you look like such a loser.
At least when you're whipped, people pity you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bit, Papa Boris. Can the whip fuck me?
Sure it could.
And being whipped doesn't?
He was Miss Elise Donham's apprentice, or so I heard.
Well, I suppose you could call him that.
The guy drew a portrait of me, you know.
Well, lucky you, I suppose.
Why don't we get a portrait?
Maybe at the end of the game.
Yeah, but I had to pay him 50 cents for it.
That's pretty awful.
Now I'm in debt. You aren't really enthused about this guy either, huh?
Well, he made a mockery of the court today. And I'm almost sure he did it on purpose, too.
I don't know about that. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I can picture Von Karma whipping Iris when she gets distracted. And Rock Rulem, thank you for the 10 bits. Let's put an end to this. Anything can fuck you if you're brave enough. Gosh.
You're right.
Yes, let's have a moratorium on can it fuck me jokes for a little bit.
You literally said it first, Martin.
That's true.
It's hard. It's hard. Okay, like the staff, now that the staff is gone, I think it'll be a lot easier for us to move forward.
It'll come back. I'm sure.
Of course. Ah, I forgot he was here. Put it in his mouth.
Oh, no, wait. What do you think about this, Edgeworth?
Sorry, Wright. You're a defense attorney and I'm a prosecutor.
It'd never work.
It wouldn't be right for us to discuss things so intimately.
But you were
Hang on,
acting for the
hang on.
defense in the trial today.
Hang on. Intimately.
Okay. Taking up, Bill?
He just gets really close to his ear.
You too? Oh, take care.
Oh
Yeah,
shit, is Bill leaving?
Yeah,
I didn't even
he's-
realize he was home.
Yeah,
Bye.
he's gone and he says be right back. He says he'll be back in the evening. The Azulmagia,
BRB.
thank you for the 5 bits. Did Francisca ever massage bikini with the whip? Was that offered?
Probably. Yeah. In court, I think.
Am I presenting the mystery person?
The mystery person, yeah. Definitely not Dahlia.
Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister?
What? A twin?
Papa Boris, thanks for the 7 bits. Edgeworth is in this game. Cool. Can it fuck me? Okay, sorry. Last one for real. It's Edgeworth. You gotta let me have that one. Last one for real. Thank you, Papa Boris.
You can't be serious.
Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin.
There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked.
Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think.
A jeweler? Right. I might just know who this twin sister of hers is.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right?
Dahlia's right behind you. Yes, exactly.
Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. Dahlia.
It was my first court case 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn and similar to your face, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died.
Look, I may be horny, but oh, you mean green, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about Terry Falls, right?
Do you know about that case?
You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne.
They look the same.
I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago.
But my screen was broken. So I could only
kept
read it
flashing
in
at
between blinks.
Oh, yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. 1, she is bat crap crazy. 2, that girl is poison.
Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago.
Beep.
They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking.
Her sister.
Well, her stepsister, actually. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife.
Good lord. Now we
Valerie.
really need that diagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife.
Valerie cute, though.
She's
She's
cute.
pretty cute.
Oh.
Too bad she's dead.
And this
All
is
that
when she
potential
entered my
gone.
life.
That bitch.
The woman who tried to kill me.
You swallowed the glass. You swallowed it.
Well, she also
She-
poisoned his cold medicine.
Oh, that's right.
So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out?
There is no need. Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. I'm sorry.
Why are you,
Killing somebody.
why are you so sure about that?
It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. Whoa.
See, I did call the prison.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. What the fuck is that?
just say she's dead,
A
bro.
metabolic processes.
All right. I've been reading this fucking fan fiction, and like the way they write Edgeworth is so emotionally stunted, and just playing it side by side while reading that, like, it's perfect. He's such an idiot.
What do you mean by metabolic processes? What do you mean, Edgeworth?
You used a lot of words I don't understand. I understand nothing.
Yazzle thank you for the 5 bits. Can everyone calm down with the plot twist today? I'm starting to get whiplash, Phoenix.
It's the trilogy, baby. I only just discovered this right, but I never.
She
knew
doesn't
about
even have midichlorians anymore.
I never knew about the murder case you were involved in during your college years.
Pretty cringe, right?
Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty. Thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey.
And her milkshakes.
Mia Fey! Mia Fey!
Your cane was already pretty down, but at the time, Dahlia, it's like she was possessed by a demon or something.
It's been 6 years since that guilty verdict was handed down.
Rock Rule, and thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix, you know we're dealing with a case involving spirit mediums, right? People who channel the dead? Edgeworth, oh shit.
And her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month.
Executed?
I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one.
Oh shit. Is Dahlia possessing Iris or something? Oh shit.
I guess we'll find out.
But do you understand now? She can't possibly be connected with this case. Unless someone had some sort of a spiritual channeling ability. But she's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them.
There's no way to revive the dead? I wonder. It seems you're not aware of one other connection yet, Edgeworth.
And what is that?
It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother.
What's their mother got to do with any of this?
She's Morgan Fay, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Kurain channeling technique.
Did you say Kurain channeling technique?
Yes, and I didn't burp. Do you know something about it?
Oh, yes. I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium.
Fraudulent?
I said what I said. I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago.
The Void Adept, thanks for the bits. Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities, some considered to be bullshit. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth, do you remember how Mia randomly shows up and she is dead?
Whenever that happens, I'm sure he just is like, I need
Looking at
to
his
go
phone.
to bed.
I've probably been working too much. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any ideas. They were stumped
and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent.
Edgeworth.
Go to the police records room. It's all in there.
It says.
Get tased in there.
Go get tased, bro. All you have to do is check the DL6 incident case file and you'll know. We know.
Of course. How could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case.
My boyfriend was the victim.
Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Kurain channeling technique is real. So now what?
Real. It's real.
A person's metabolic processes don't matter.
Fuck your metabolism.
We might be able to go.
Pearls?
Did we even look at that letter?
Good point. We got
should
that
look at
from
that letter.
Gumshoe.
Let's
Yeah.
look at the letter. And we still need to talk to Iris.
Yeah, we might be able to break Iris' psyche locks.
Be careful.
Oh,
Fuck.
God.
Be careful. Once night falls, should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. I assume this is from Morgan. Her name is, she is our ally, the Whole. Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is, burn the. Also, tell anyone about this letter. Make sure not to tell anyone about this letter. I assume that says, gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition.
I was in that game.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Or I wonder if Edgeworth looks at Maya when Mia shows up and wonders, how in the world did your baps grow 4 sizes in 2 minutes?
Oh, there's no way he's looking.
He's not looking. He's like, I guess that happens with women. I don't know.
Yeah. He's just like, is it her time of the month? Does that just happen?
Oh, God, gross. Oh, he probably would think that.
Has absolutely no understanding.
Do the boobs produce what?
Come on.
How do women?
Vampiro, thanks for the 5 bits. Why use lot words when few words do trick? And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Am I secretly a Dalek? Asks Lord Grimglory. No. Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. So that lady from the incident was Maya's mom, Edgeworth. Oh, well, this has become awkward. Tasty Basty, thank you for the follow. And Demon Cross, thank you for the 5 bits. Pff, straights, says Edgeworth. And the Azelmagia, thank you for the 5 bits. So Morgan is just sending her daughter a letter that says, kill your cousin. And she just assumes Pearl is okay with that. I don't think it was addressed to Pearl. I don't know, actually.
We'll find out.
Wait, was that a spoiler? L Train
It is.
4444, thank you for the 10 bits. The only Edgeworth pays attention to is Gumshoe. The only thing Edgeworth pays attention to is Gumshoe because I doubt he pays him anything else.
Oh.
Please try to avoid spoiling plot points for me in bit messages if possible.
Yes, please.
Because I didn't know that was what was going on with Pearl. I know
I
when...
think we're going into the inner temple.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait.
I think we want to talk to Iris first, maybe?
But also this. February 9th, Heavenly Hall. I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess they must have gone to collect firewood. I suppose I'll have to check back later. I don't think it's obvious that it was written to Pearls. Is there anything on it that suggests that it was written to Pearls?
Right, there isn't.
I thought it was written to Iris, so.
Nope.
There's no signature. How is it obvious, guys? Come on.
Also, another plot point is I do think Iris already mentioned she does not have spiritual power.
Oh, she did? Okay, in that case, yeah, I should have put 2 and 2 together if I remembered that.
I mean, that's not your fault.
We've been playing. This case alone has taken us like what, a month?
Oh
It's
yeah,
been a while,
almost,
yeah.
probably.
Sorry, I didn't remember the Iris details, so...
No worries.
what are we doing?
We're going to the inner
Oh,
temple.
the inner temple,
where,
sorry.
Where Iris is.
Phoenix Wright just, where am I going?
La la la.
That's pretty typical for him, though.
Yeah, I don't know if Maya would have listened to
Maya
Morgan.
was trapped anyway, so as far as I can tell. No worries, Azelmagia. It's really not that big a
Also,
deal.
Morgan hates Maya anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't want them to do that. We're chatting to Iris.
Put
I
it
think
in
we're
her
shoving
mouth.
the Magatama in her mouth.
Put it inside her mouth. Make her spill the beans, yeah. Make her talk until she's as green as us.
The night of the crime. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. That's why
Thanks,
I want...
asshole.
Well, I believe it a little bit less now.
I don't need to, fucking explain myself to you. I didn't do shit.
That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Is it Bikini?
Yes.
I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
I'm talking about Sister Bikini. Oops.
Her testimony in court today was very clear.
That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you, she spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the inner temple on the night of the murder.
Very impressive, Mr. Wright.
Smash.
The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the inner temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I'm sorry, Iris, but lying doesn't suit you.
Ugh. What?
Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40 p.m., but what you say doesn't add up with this.
Well, let's look at her testimony. I don't know which one it is.
Ring
Yeah,
lights
she's
out
ringing
bell
the
at
lights
10.
out bell at 10.
So she would have been back at 10:20 if that were the case.
Probably something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night. Sorry.
Ah!
Plus, only moments before you rang that bell, you were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
And I don't have many of those.
Who's that?
Me.
Mr. Wright.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix Wright, the human lie detector. We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten.
No, that's right. I remember.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the inner temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation. There is only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you.
Yep.
On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
That's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible.
Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise.
Shut the fuck up, man. Goop. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of... Oh my god. You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me the... just fucking flash me.
Oh.
I'm ready.
We don't need the titty detector.
Take me in this cave now, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, show Dahlia.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Stella
You're
Coyote.
dead, sister.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix Wright can detect lies flawlessly, can't detect sarcasm, or social cues, or blatant feelings of loathing.
I think he can detect blatant feelings of loathing because maybe he's just he's got a lot of emotional problems.
What if he had different, like there were different Magatamas for different things like that?
like what?
Like feelings of self-loathing instead of lies.
You hate yourself.
I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps?
Ah!
That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well, but don't really.
Or
Yeah.
perhaps never knew at all.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright.
It's like a lot of this could have been avoided if I just said right off the bat, you look like Dahlia.
Yeah, right.
But she's no longer.
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it?
They stopped her metabolic processes.
I'm sorry. I know her metabolic processes were very important to you.
Fucking. Why does everyone say that? Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? We're both intimately familiar with her metabolic processes.
I put it in her metabolic processes.
This second you, who was here at the temple on the night of the murder, it was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
I could never forget her metabolic processes. Have you
God
forgotten
damn it.
this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Kurain channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Phoenix, I know her all too well, except about her personality or her mental state. I didn't even know her in the physical sense either, for that matter.
Yeah, I don't think he did, honestly.
In fact, I forgot her name until about 20 minutes ago.
And
I
that's,
blocked it out. Beep boop pop.
and that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me.
Good old trauma. Wop wop wop.
He does some like little finger guns to like hide the trauma.
Wop wop wop.
He's like, if I don't go beep boop bop and do the finger guns, I'll break down. So I always gotta do it.
Don't mind me, just coping.
Am I
Love
coping? Am I not coping? Who knows at this point? I don't.
Just gotta keep living. Oh, no other choice.
I gotta keep working so the bad thoughts don't catch up.
my man faked his own death to get away from me.
Here's a question I have right now.
Yeah.
Are we making fun of Phoenix for dealing with his trauma badly, or is it us dealing with our trauma badly?
I think it's probably column A and column B there, partner. Oh my god.
I was in my room in the main hall that night.
Goku, thank you for the 100 bits. Next time on the Kill Your Family show, also, all future court cases will be solved through card games.
The way you said that, I was like, Goku's here?
As soon
as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew.
And Sion402, thank you for the 10 bits. So we all know now? I believe we know.
Yes.
And there's been a big...
that she's been channeled.
Yeah.
Well, We don't know that for surezies at the
I'm not sure
moment.
what reveal
Well,
you're
she just
referring
said
to.
I knew
but-
it was my sister. Right here.
Okay.
I
Well,
knew it was
there's
my
still a lot
sister.
of details we don't know yet, too.
Yeah.
There are details
All
we
we
don't
know is that
So be careful about spoilers if you've already played it.
all we know is that Iris just confirmed that Dahlia was channeled.
Yes.
Literally right now.
Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. Yes, Yun, we've definitely had that reveal. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder. It was Dahlia Hawthorne.
My nasty ex.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because
I don't know your life.
Yeah, I don't fucking know you.
Why don't you just tell me every piece of information you could tell me right now?
God, what is it with fucking men?
It's relevant.
Talking about metabolic processes, feeling entitled to the deepest parts of my innermost trauma? Because my sister always does the right thing. That is not true.
Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do.
Oh, she's probably been influenced by Morgan to think this way.
Well, you'll see.
I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean?
That's why I have to accept that I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about?
What does woman say?
This isn't an Edgeworth.
How do there's You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago.
Duh.
That was the start of it all. It twisted her entire destiny. She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
But she always does the right thing.
That stupid bitch.
Dead Moon Saloon, I think they repeat themselves a lot just because it is a visual novel and they're probably worried you'll forget certain details.
Yeah,
Well,
because it's a murder mystery series. They really want to like make sure you remember like the tiny details.
We're also talking to a lot of different people, so they're all
Yeah.
going to have their
It's-
different
It's
opinions
the
about the same
climax
event.
of the game. There's a lot of
Mhm.
threads to tie together.
Yeah. But I mean, if you go up to somebody and be like, "So about the face, huh?" Then of course they're all like, no matter who you're talking to, they're all gonna have similar answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place. After all, I helped plan the whole thing,
What?
but I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? Stealing $2 million from your own father, that's awful.
Fuck that asshole. But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
She
Yeah,
did
so-
it for the clout.
She did it for the likes.
The Azel Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. It reminds me of when I saw an old comic where they'd basically be like, I'm Eddie Brock. I hate Spider-Man because big exposition dump about his origin every time he showed up. That is actually the Marvel way of telling stories. Stan Lee had an MO where he was like, every comic is someone's first comic. So every comic should have enough information in it to explain what everybody's thinking, what everybody's doing. So he was very, I wouldn't say adamant, but he definitely made a point of making sure that everybody was introduced to the new reader if there was a new reader, if there was a new comic.
And that's kind of what they just did with Edgeworth too, was like re-explaining DL6 and all that.
Yeah. Huh?
Sorry, there's a big yawn going on. I had to watch.
It was revenge on our father.
Marin had front row tickets
To
the
a
big
yawn show.
Yep.
Revenge?
Looking at me, and he's making this. Ah, what a big yawn!
What do you mean by revenge and what a big yawn?
There's a really cute cat on the floor, and he's looking at me. He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
I mean, not literal hell, but you know.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Yeah, because nothing she did was her fault.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family. The Main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master. That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power.
He already had millions of dollars worth of jewels.
But not power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her. She took over as the master of Kurain.
That would be Misty Fay, Maya's mother.
But before long, the credibility of the Kurain tradition hit rock bottom.
Miss Hime is asking, how much longer do we think we'll be going? I don't know how much we have to uncover in
I
this
imagine
investigation.
once we're done here, we'll talk to Pearl, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think that is it.
Okay. So not too long. Not too long. Probably like
Not
20
too long.
minutes.
Something like that, probably.
The new master, Mystic Misty Fay, made a terrible mistake.
Goku, thank you for the 50 bits. I like to imagine that Edgeworth and Kaiba are members of a Magical Powers and Destiny RN's support group, and in the ultimate twist of irony, it's run by the Pharaoh.
It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident. After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place, said it was a hick dive, and that he had no reason to stay
A
there.
hick dive.
I didn't say it.
And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, the woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie.
Why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Because she's dead. Her metabolic
Fine.
processes have ceased.
God damn it!
That's the answer to that question.
I had no place in his new family, you see.
Oh.
I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master's seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally.
I heard she's drinking candles.
It's real fucking weird.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. Oh.
I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it goes back to the history of the Fey clan.
That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began relations with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student. Have you heard anything about that handsome man?
That handsome man with big yawns.
That big fat man.
Well, I did hear one thing about a big fat man. She said she hated his guts.
Ah, my guts. That's where the way the glass went when I ate it.
I hate it.
I see. Thank you for your help.
Poor Phoenix.
You're welcome. Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate. Leave those locks to me. I'll open them for you. I promise.
I really want to do a Phoenix Wright casual cosplay that is just Phoenix Wright, and then he has like a jacket or no, not a jacket, like a sweater or a shirt that says
Cardigan.
"Live fast, eat glass."
Escape fast, eat glass.
Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl's psyche lock.
Saw someone tweet a while back. It was like, skateth fast upon thy wheels, eateth ass for thy meals.
Brilliant.
Meals on wheels.
I approve. That sticker is an I voted sticker, and the explanation for that ribbon is underneath the video there. People were asking a lot at the top of the stream, so I put the message there to let people know. All right, Pearls. February 9th.
You should just put like a little image of a little bulletin board right under the face cam.
February 9th, Heavenly Hall.
Time to break a child.
Look at that.
Sorry.
They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
Oh!
Oh,
What?
go ahead.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Ha! You're too late, Nick. If you came here for one of our potatoes, we've already polished them all off.
I think I pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Oh, we're pixelating a bit. Sorry,
little bit,
guys.
yeah.
The
It's
bit
not
rate.
terrible.
It's not like acid trip.
No.
Yet, so
When the bit, just
It
so
looks
you know,
mostly
in the
okay.
stream, I know I've said this a million times, but when the bit rate drops on our end, the stream starts to get all wonky looking. So apologies for that if you have any issues with that. All right, so Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Is he surprised that they did not burn down the shack or something? I think he's just more impressed that they actually came together and accomplished something.
yeah.
So I should be presenting anything.
Magatama in her mouth.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, Blood Realm.
Get the truth out of this child who's a little dirty liar.
The night of the crime.
The creme.
After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donim's room reading a book together, correct?
Yes! I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go.
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Donim's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls, on the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? Inner Temple?
Yep.
You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? Then the next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now, I'm going to take a guess and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this letter.
She went because she was worried about Maya.
Oh, right person. Yeah, okay.
But the letter will come into play.
It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
Ah!
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed up for your special course.
Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health.
Shut the fuck up, old lady.
Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel.
Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you? Oh, so Pearl was the one who was like, we should go, probably
Yeah.
at Morgan's request.
Right.
And so Maya was like, yeah. And then Phoenix was like, huh.
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the Inner Temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the Inner Temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the Inner Temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the wheel training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow. I didn't get there till around 10 o'clock. I usually run real fast, but snow makes it difficult.
My little toes get so cold.
Until after 10. How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
She heard the Whites Out bell? The Hazakura Temple bell's pretty small, though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it. That would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell. Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh,
I think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this.
I think this is the letter because I
Because
think
it's
it
got
mentions
details
the bell.
about the bell, yeah. Lights
Yeah.
out bell. You were given some instructions to follow that night, weren't you?
oh,
I presume you recognize these pieces of paper.
well, where did you?
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls, you were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
I'm speechless, Mr. Nick. You're amazing. Way to break me.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator, I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me, no.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it,
Dahlia's
Phoenix.
right behind
It's
you.
pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The person you were trying to channel that night, Pearls, was freaking Dahlia.
Dahlia.
It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter. That's fucked up. Pearls didn't even know who Dahlia was.
Yeah.
It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the inner temple that night. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Nearly done, Marin. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
Let me unload on you about my other ex real quick.
No.
Suddenly he starts singing Ariana Grande's Dangerous Woman.
I've never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
He rips off his clothes wearing Rihanna's umbrella outfit
I thought so.
and begins
Because
to
it's raining in
dance.
his heart.
Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. You must have quite a lot of respect for them. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? It's freaking Morgan Fay. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you?
But
But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why?
What are you laughing at?
Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
how did you?
I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay.
Wait!
All right, Pearls, it's time you started telling me the truth.
Mr. Nick!
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this. Staring at her directly in the face and accusing her of things? I mean, what's the problem?
Shoving a rock into her mouth?
Yeah, come on.
Don't underestimate me just because I'm a child.
Huh?
If you're trying to say I followed these instructions, I'd like to see some proof.
What?
She's demanding evidence.
Redbeard Elite, thanks for resubscribing at tier 1 for 8 months. Furries and fluffballs of terror.
Because I don't think you have any.
She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out these instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. All right, Pearls. And Jake, you've been warned about spoiling, so please don't. If it's the scroll that I have to provide and you've just spoiled it, then it's kind of a dick move. I hope that it's not.
It is.
Well, Jake, please don't do that. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right, there's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child.
Huh? How did you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I'm sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given, but you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. So let me read this letter so I understand what the actual puzzle is. Here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Is that part of it?
No.
Oh, gravely roast.
Yes.
Gravy roast. Ah. See, now I put two and two together. Sakura Mikage, thank you for raiding. It's good to see you.
Jasmine.
Shout out to Jasmine. Give me 1 sec. I'll give you a shout out there.
Fun
Sakura
fact.
Mikage.
When I met Sakura Mikage, we were both at Anime Vegas and they were dressed up as Franny.
Wow.
Huh.
It all comes full circle.
Wow. And Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 2 bits. Shit, the human version of Scrappy Doo has learned how to counter. She's becoming a prosecutor. Burn her. All right, so, yeah, gravely roast. Yeah, there was this very... I wonder what the wording was in Japanese. Must have probably been a word pun or something.
I don't know, but that's why they couldn't just call it curry in this version.
I see.
They needed a pun.
All right, so it's the hanging scroll.
You could say
Yeah.
curry favor with the true family.
True.
Right, that's true.
Actually, that probably would have been better.
See, I should have been writing this 15
You're
years
right.
ago.
It was you who
when
splattered...
I was 17.
It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
Ah! What? Why would I do something like...
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Oh,
Pretty
here we
badass,
go.
right?
L Train, thank you for the 50 bits. In the Japan version, Pearl mispronounced kare, which meant something like splendid or gorgeous for the Japanese word kare, which means curry, and the pronunciation of Indo, which means something like requiem or last rites for the word Indo, which means India, so Indian curry, I guess. Huh.
That's funny.
Man, I wouldn't have been able to suss that myself.
Yeah.
But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast, among others, right?
And that's
How do you know that?
Remember, I know how to think like an idiot, Pearls. That's the thing. Remember the
I'm an
conversation?
expert.
I too am stupid.
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Donham on the night of the murder?
Perhaps we can read some books together.
Well, really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Louise? So, for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word.
She just showed her the letter?
Yeah, right.
Wait.
And then somehow that's the only word she read on it.
Sure, Miss Donham taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant.
Gravely sounds like gravy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's
The food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered up the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
I think we're going to get some acid trip visuals in a sec. Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, the bit rate dropped real bad. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Okay, good. So give us a sec. It'll pass in a moment. I do apologize about that, guys.
Like a heartbeat.
What's that?
It's changing, like, it's going back to the top of a crazy acid trip, like, after, like, a certain amount of time, and it's the same amount of time. So it's like...
It's a very
1,
regular
2,
interval of time.
3, 4...
I guess I
2,
really
3.
did get the...
There we go.
I guess I really
we're
did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I didn't even manage to bind the letter properly as my mother had asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right. What am I, some kind of baby?
Thank you, Vampiro. Bits for bitrate. Thank you for the 100 bits. And Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Is it just me or does Pearl seem like she's half of her actual age at times? I mean,
I mean, she was extremely sheltered.
I'm probably not helping
kids-
with the voice.
Kids are stupid.
Yes.
Speaking as a former kid, kids are stupid.
Shevin, thank you for the follow.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern.
Also, let's be real, Morgan probably used super complicated kanji. So
Probably, yeah.
And like Pearl, like when you're learning that shit, you don't, it's not like American where it's like you can sound it out, you know what I mean? Not American, Jesus Christ. English.
We speak Merkin in here. We speak Merkin in Japan.
We speak American. God, I need a nap. Okay.
But I would also assume that Morgan would know what Pearls could read, so it's weird that she wrote very elaborate words.
Yeah.
I mean, Morgan is kind of a shit parent.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
I was sure it was the Master of Kuai, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then,
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fell asleep? I fell asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens.
Anyway, then you found... Right, Larry's here. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple?
I'm here.
Yes.
Me, Larry.
When I woke up, it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh, right, Larry was there. I forgot.
I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the letter in the incinerator, and then I heated up the leftover gravy
and let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried.
It happens.
Yeah.
If I had $1 for
Every time.
I threw gravy while crying.
I had a picture of my ancestors.
God damn you.
It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl.
Wildfire VV, thank you for the 2 bits. Okay, I hate Larry, but props to him for trying to cheer Pearls up. It's kind of sweet. He's doing his best.
It's because he's around the same age mentally and emotionally. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too.
That's why his children's books do so well. Or rather,
yeah.
He doesn't write the books, does he?
I think he illustrates.
Stormfox999, thank you for the 10 bits. I can't stay because I haven't finished this part, but can I get some luck from the King of Games for my gacha pulls? Absolutely. Best of luck. Believe in the heart of the gacha. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. This child has been through something.
It was written
Except for
right
me
in
to
my...
traumatize her further.
Yeah. It was written right in my mother's letter. It said, as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I was on my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit.
No. I tried, but I couldn't do it.
Oh, that's why she's like, I don't have any powers.
You couldn't do it.
I've never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried. Oh my God, do I try? Yesterday, this morning, the whole time.
I would have said, but everybody wants to bring me down.
But I just couldn't do it.
Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out.
But everybody wants to get me down.
If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh. Just like that.
Oh yeah, talk
Say I'm
about
going
that shit.
Crazy.
So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if someone else was already channeling the same spirit.
Oh.
Someone else? What do you mean? Well, that means that Pearl was exclusively trying to channel Dahlia and didn't try anybody else.
Yeah. She's 9.
Right,
so.
right.
Well, there's only one of each spirit, why?
Yep, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken.
What if she's poly, bro?
Larry's not smart, so.
Then that would mean on the night of the murder, someone else channeled her spirit before Pearl's could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne. I mean,
Thank you, Khalid, for saying what we all want.
it had to be Maya then. And
We'll see.
I'm a
I mean,
failure.
Unless it was Misty.
I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
her final wish.
Yes, this weather. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully. My metabolic processes are gonna cease.
Damn
This letter.
Why is everyone saying that?
I
Because it's
definitely,
so funny.
I definitely need to find out more about it.
That's Iris's lament from the cave.
Oversolar, thank you for the 5 bits. For the love of God, please don't tell Larry about non-monogamy, or at least tell him about
God.
ethical non-monogamy.
Yeah.
Fair
We
enough,
need,
Jesus.
We need to make sure he's inflicted on as few people as possible.
You're right,
Reduce
Larry.
the spread of,
Yeah.
Laurice Donham.
Wear a mask.
Social
Keep
distance
6 feet away at all
exclusively
times.
from
yes.
him. Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Can we yeet Larry into the river now? I suppose he did cheer Pearls up, so we can give him a head start.
My mother has gone to a place called the penitentiary.
Yeah, I know Pearls. L-Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Metabolic processes, officially the new Pokemon the first movie. Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 5 bits. It's like Tristan, we can't let him breed. And the Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. Did we ever follow up with Larry about Bikini being his mum?
No,
I thought we did, but I guess we didn't.
I don't think they ever mentioned it again.
But she's not his mum.
Right. He was basically just being like, she's like a mom to me, but also
Right.
he's stupid.
Yeah, I know Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month, she told me,
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do it exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing.
This god in back could have stopped all this.
But he's like a magnet on a refrigerator.
Yeah.
He
That
can't budge.
motherfucker gets paid $12 an hour.
Now, listen carefully and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fey Queen, so I knew I had to help her. I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fey Queen, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Meow.
I guess so, yeah.
There was a picture with her at it too.
A picture?
Of Miss Daria Hawthorne. Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh?
Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's little...
Wow.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's little. The seal on it was broken, as if someone had already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange.
Someone had opened it already. Burnt letter updated in the court record. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us. So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Look at that innocent smile on her face. What am I supposed to say to her?
Oh yeah, we need auto-tune.
Oh. shit.
Or
Hang
French
on.
accent.
Yeah, we'll do French accent.
Azul Magia, thank you for the 5 bits. My mother told me to take care of Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. And Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. Pearls, don't know how to tell you this, but your mother, well, let's just say Dahlia inherited quite a lot of her personality.
Finally figured it out. Have you tried? You've finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is.
Godot.
You. The entrance to the sacred cavern looked like a freaking puzzle workshop.
I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort.
Professor Layton could have taken care of those, like, easy peasy.
This reminds me of a puzzle. How do you get into a girl's pants? Wait, that's a joke. But it's all a waste of time.
Phoenix is like, I don't know, I've never tried.
Why do
Eat glass.
Why do you say that?
Because Maya Fey isn't coming back,
What?
bitch.
You don't know
She's
what you're
still
talking
there.
about. How can you say something like that?
It was your job to protect her, tried. This is fucked up. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters caught up in the worst circumstances.
I realized that, but
And you were the only one who was by their side.
yes, I was literally the
side.
only person.
The only one. You were the only one who could have saved them.
But I didn't know anything about what was going on.
What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself.
Speaking of anus crime,
I was so like, hey, I'm doing okay with this accent that I missed that. Tomorrow. This accent wasn't the burning trash fire full of shit. Now it's just a turd sandwich. We'll settle everything in Cotimaro once and for all.
Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. New plan, let's throw Godot into the river instead.
Oh, I'm down.
We're down.
Yeah.
Glass.
I'm ready to kill this man at any time.
Soupy. Claws at the ready.
Mr. Nick? Is what that man just said true?
It'll be all right, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. Tucson Khan, I believe the visor is keeping him alive because he, what did they say? They
We'll find
explained.
out.
He's blind without it.
Oh,
He
it's not
said he
keeping him alive.
died.
Sorry. I'm thinking of Bane from Batman.
If you
Honest
were
mistake.
hot and Brazilian and a lawyer.
Yes.
And if Phoenix were Batman.
Now I wish you'd done a Bane voice the whole time.
Mr. Wright. Trite. I love coffee.
A salad and a pita.
Sitavitis, thank you for following.
Jesus.
I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow. It'll be like Christmas.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's why. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
Well, that was your first mistake.
My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child. My Pearl.
There's that candle.
It's better that you don't know. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more.
Have I told you guys about that? Sorry.
You're good.
Have I told you guys about... I probably ranted about this in a previous session. Tom Hardy and his interpretation of the Bane scene from the beginning of The Dark Knight Rises. I probably told you guys about this.
I mean, I haven't seen The Dark Knight Rises,
Okay.
so...
There's an exchange that has been memed to death where someone asks Bane if it would hurt if he didn't have the mask on, and Bane says, "It would be incredibly painful." And the guy responds, "You're a big guy," and Bane goes, "For you." But so yeah, here's the thing: the meme is basically people taking the "you're a big guy" and Bane going "for you" out of context. And so people, when Tom Hardy did an AMA on Reddit, they said this has been discussed to death. But when you said "for you," what was he responding to? Was he just continuing his thought about it being painful for you, which is what makes sense? Or what was your interpretation of that he was saying, "I'm a big guy for you"? And Tom Hardy clarified that his interpretation was he was saying, "I'm a big guy for you." So it's a strange. It's hard to explain without really having been involved with the meme, but
sounds gay to me.
Sounds gay to me.
Yeah, I could fantasize about that.
Advisor Keo 22, thanks for hosting, and Weishni,
Could
thank
write
you
a
for
threesome with Clavier and Victor Nikiforov about that.
What the fuck? Tag me when you fucking drag me.
And Wildfire VV, thank you for the 5 bits. Phoenix, hey Godot, Mia was a grown-ass woman who knew the risks she was taking. She could have invested in some martial arts or self... Are we blaming Mia for not taking up martial arts training?
Mia?
I think it's more about, like, you know, Godot blaming Phoenix for, you know, not being by Mia's side at every second and thinking that she was weak and not able to take care of herself.
Hired a bodyguard since she was going up against someone with nearly every official in their pocket. I'm one spiky-haired doofus with a penchant for men in crushed velvet and a fetish for eating glass. Back off, Starscream.
Yeah, if Godot thinks Phoenix is helpful in those situations at all,
You don't know Phoenix.
Mistaken. Now you are to take the place at the head of the Fae clan. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time.
The Azelmage, thank you for the 5 bits. I could maybe understand Godot accusing Phoenix for bringing Maya to a precarious situation at a poor time of year, but he literally started working for Mia the day before she died. But Godot doesn't bring information like that into it.
Well, but he's been working for her at that point for like a couple years too.
Right. He'd been studying under her or whatever.
And also, like, is he supposed to stick with Maya at every single... Like, she was going to go do this training anyway without him.
Right.
She is an adult.
Well,
She's not his kid.
Yep.
And speaking of adult, that is where we're ending the playthrough there for today. We're ending the stream. We're going to be starting the final court sections of this game, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, we will.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 100 bits. Left 4 Dead 2 Witch Theme plays. Dahlia Hawthorne has escaped the underworld. Oh, we got a hype train.
Hype train, if we get up to level 5.
Oh, shit.
If we get up to level 5, they're going to kiss.
We could get them to kiss,
end this with a kiss
right at the end of the stream if you guys are hype enough. Weishni73, thank you for resubscribing for 30 months in a row. Holy cow. Thank you for all the wonderful content, Martin. Keep being yourself, and I hope you're doing well.
Aw.
Thank
What
you.
a full ass you have.
You
Yeah.
got a great butt.
I what?
They've got a great ass.
Oh, right.
Got a great butt.
L Train 4444, thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. Thanks to all you all for the
Ninja
hilarity that comes with these
Warlord.
Ace Attorney streams. Had a rough weekend after getting in a hit and run accident on Friday.
shit.
Oh.
A little whiplash, but
Good.
doing okay. On the plus side,
Hey,
got
thanks
word
for
that I've
the
been
super
hired in at
special
the
awesome
winery.
gift.
Well, some good
Yay.
news, a silver lining there. I'm sorry that you had that experience.
But now you can get drunk.
I'm glad
That's
you're doing
Yeah.
okay.
Hey, thanks for the super
Zenji
special awesome
77.
You can
gift.
get drunk and call it work.
Senji77, thank you for resubscribing for 8 months there. The Azul Magia, thank you for
Hey,
the
thanks for
5
the
bits.
super
Yeah, I get you.
special
Godot
awesome
definitely has a very
gift.
low opinion of women's agency. Also, his comments to Francisca earlier were apparently less offensive in Japanese. I see.
Hey, thanks for
And
What
the
an
super
asshole.
special
Ninja
awesome
Warlord, thank you for
gift.
the 5 gift subs to Mibene B, to It's Rinaka, to Utsuro _, to Theodin Marcel, and Certified
Hey, thanks for the
Nini.
super special
And oh
awesome
gosh,
gift.
Blue Phoenix, thank you for gifting 5
Whoa.
subs. To Riley47737, to Orion, to Kobe Morris, to Masaki Kagura, and to
Hey,
Kevin Jevin
thanks for
Kevin
the
the
super
Fourth.
special awesome gift.
What a great name.
10 out of 10. Hype train.
Congrats on the new job, L Train. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah.
where we're at. Where are we
Hey,
at on the
thanks
hype
for
train?
the
We've
super
gone through
special
level
awesome
3.
gift.
Level 3.
We made it to level 4, right? Isn't that where we
I
usually
believe
do the
that's what.
smooth?
Yes, we're 48% of the way
Yeah.
through level 4.
And
Hey,
then we
thanks
do
for the
when we
super
enter
special awesome
when we enter
gift.
into level 5, we have the smooch, and when we close out level 5, we have the smooch.
It's true.
Okay.
Duskbringer, thank
Hey,
you for the
thanks
55
for the
bits. Imagine
super
if Dahlia
special
would meet
awesome
Yami
gift.
Bakura. Oh, the chaos. And L Train, thank you for the 150 bits. Well, I mean, we can wait the 4 minutes to see
Hey,
if we
thanks
do
for
get the
super special
level
awesome
5 hype
gift.
train. I don't know if we'll make it, but
We're super close, guys.
was there anything you guys wanted? We can do the wrap-up messages now, I suppose. Well, that's the end of today's Phoenix Wright stream. Thank you so much for being here. And Ankoku Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. And thank you, Ice Clouds, for gifting a sub to Lena Kira. And Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 50 bits. At level 50 hype train, Phoenix eats Edgeworth.
Yes.
Define eat. Much like Edgeworth needed to define eat earlier.
I'm not making that animation.
Damn it.
But
Not even just for me.
thank you for tuning in to the stream. I'll be back tomorrow myself with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Para, thank you for the 100 bits. We'll be back
Hey,
with
thanks
more
for the super
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel
special
Links on
awesome
Monday,
gift.
Tuesday. Actually, no, Tuesday you wanted to play more A Way Out, didn't you, Marin?
Yeah.
So we might be skipping Duel Links on Tuesday to finish A Way Out with me and Marin. Wildfire VB, thank you for the 100 bits. Also, just going to give a shout out to Demon Cross for being an awesome, amazing mod and just a fabulous member of the LK
Yeah.
community. I know
Yeah,
chat would be a far, far
Demon
worse
Cross.
place without them there. Thank you, Demon. Oh, L Train,
Demon
thank you for
We
the 100
made it.
bits. Edgeworth, right. Did you say you eat glass or eat ass?
All of the above, sir.
And Vampiro, thank you for the gifting a sub to Claire Violette. All right. Let's get them
Cyber
kissing. Let's get them
kisses. We
smooching.
gotta kiss you
Yeah.
all good night. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
This is a kiss.
Mwah.
There's one. And do I do the other one now, or
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's give the people what they want.
this is why you come to these streams?
We're very generous.
Mwah.
Oh, I love the Miles one where he's like, "Yeah, I'm fucking getting kissed."
Hey, thanks for the super
And
special
Phoenix is just
awesome
like, oh my
gift.
god.
Did you see that?
All right. We will, of course, be back with more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations on Wednesday when we will start the final
Yeah.
court section of the game.
Final court
Although the final court, the final day in court.
Final court day. Yes.
There you go. But Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to people before we take off?
Oh boy, do I. Well, I said at the top, I said a bunch of this at the top of the stream, so I apologize for those who were already here. But on Friday, Netflix dropped their new batch of Pokemon episodes, and I'm in Pokemon Master Journeys as Opal, the fairy gym leader, I
Yep.
believe.
Fairy type.
And she has my favorite Pokemon, so it's the best, and I'm very excited. So make sure to check that out. I have an Opal print on my Streamily, if that's something that
You got a
anyone
great
is interested in. But I also have prints, really cool prints from Fate Zero, Fate Grand Order, Hades, Little Witch Academia, a bunch of stuff. So please check it out. It's streamily.com/Marin Miller. And my favorite Pokemon is Galarian Weezing. I love his mustache. I love his like weird constipated face, and I love that he's got those top hats and it's cute. He's just so ridiculous. I can't. And he's like 6 feet tall or something ridiculous. Like
Something.
he's huge. He
It's mostly
tickles me.
hat.
Yeah, he tickles me. I also love Galarian Meowth though because of that weird beard. It's just like matted hair. But yeah. Oh, and I was also going to say I'm going to be hosting potentially a Streamily signing on the 18th, depending on demand. Otherwise, I'm going to be leaving my shop open until the 27th of September. And if I don't do the stream on the 18th, then I'll just finish everything out on the 27th. So, yeah, thanks. Sorry for the plug.
Of
but thanks
course.
for
No, that's what
listening.
it's for. That's why I want to give you the floor. And
Yeah.
Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we pop out here?
Yes, thanks for joining us, guys. That was super fun. I'm not in Pokemon, but my favorite Pokemon is Guzzlord. I just
Is
wanted
what?
to say.
Guzzlord.
Guzzlord. Yeah.
Not familiar with that.
That's a real Pokemon.
Ugh.
Oh, you know which other one I really love? Poltegeist.
That one is super cute.
I love it.
Demon Cross, thank you for resubscribing for 13 months in a row. They kissed. And thank you so
They
much for all your
kissed. They
attentive modding there,
kissed.
Demon. And thank you for always being a great element of the channel. You always bring me
Yeah.
joy. We are going to raid Scapegoat. Hunter has just raided us. Sorry, we're actually just about to raid someone else. The stream is just wrapping up. So we're going to tag out and tag in to Scapegoat because he is solving the Millennium Puzzle. So when you join that stream, I want you guys to say throws piece of like asterisks. I'll write it in the chat. I want you to write this. Throws piece
Mimikyu is
of
cute, too.
Millennium
Yeah.
Puzzle into pool.
Ribbonfly said, Galarian Weezing is great. And then Guzzlord is an interesting choice.
Well, we have very limited time. It's gonna automatically raid in a sec. So thank you so
Okay.
much for being here, guys, and we appreciate the support. And take care. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. And we raid.